Sharing.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Just a minute, sir. I'm so sorry.
Yes, KD.
Kids have created a big mess around that. Just a minute, I'm sorry. Okay, sir. I'm all set. I'm sorry. Okay, shall we get started? I like the background. Tiago. And waiting for everybody on camera because this week onwards, our engagement should increase, our connects will increase. And by the way, all your subscriptions, by any chance, are they ready? Because we have to do quickly, SQL Server on Linux. Thank you, Akram. Thank you, Hari. Purush, thank you. Raman, Monisha, Vijay Bhaiya, Naren, Balaji, Satya, Samir. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's get started.
Good morning, KD.
Morning, morning.
KD, when I'm trying to log in Azure portal with my Office ID, right? It is not allowing.
Yeah, see, actually, as recent as yesterday, when I saw the messages this morning in the chat group. So as recent as yesterday, some companies are allowing with Office mail ID. Some companies are not allowing. So yeah, if the Office one isn't working, then I think our only choice would remain personal account with a personal mail ID, and personal account would remain the last option. So fine, sir, it's okay. That's not working. Let's use our cards. And
if Office mail ID is working, is there any benefit to KD? Just
I think so. That is a free account. This is a free account.
Okay.
Everything is a free account itself. Nothing else. Done. Okay, thinking why I'm on a flowered shirt today? Nothing. Just on a weekend mode. Yesterday had a heavy dose party in the sense food party. So just clarifying things. Hari, before you ask the next question. So yesterday was our wedding anniversary, 12th one.
Oh.
So we had some good time, family and all. So it was more of family stuff. Thank you, sir. Thank you. And by any chance on the weekend, thank you. Thanks a lot. And by any chance, if anybody is planning to watch this new movie, Mahesh Babu movie released, with due respect to the actor and all that, if you are planning to watch the movie, please don't. Just clarify.
Yes.
Save your money. Better not. It's OTT film. Enough. So to be frank, don't waste your money. Okay, so by the way, nobody told me, sir, corrected. I thought Beast movie was released on last weekend, but actually no, it was
3 weeks before.
20th, right? Oh. No, I'm talking about OTTs. It was released on 20th, if I'm not wrong. Is my correct? it is releasing on 20th or maybe yesterday or something. Beast.
20th is
on OTT,
triple R release.
Oh, okay. Then it's released yesterday or something like that. Better you watch that movie in the OTT, sir. Don't go to that movie. We already been hammered and we came back, so better not. Okay, so that's all quick updates. And then with that being said, just jumping into. So I'm sharing my screen. The next minute, sir, let's quickly go and finish some demos. And I'm sure before we move on to that, a quick, should not take long, sir, but a 5-minute recap, because it's been a sweet pause of 5 days. So a 5-minute quick talk on what did we discuss on 5 minutes again, not beyond that. I'm sharing my screen. Let me know once you see my screen share.
Kid, are we going to do any lab today? Because I didn't create the account.
Oh, today is a complete lab, sir. So can somebody, can you please create the account? Today's is only, I mean, not today onwards, actually today onwards, everything is lab itself. So if any accounts of yours are not ready, Monisha, you lost a lot of weight. Shocked to see.
Okay.
I think I'm sure, yes.
It's been a year, I guess, right?
No, still. Okay. So very clearly visible. So just my screen share now. Do you? Screen shared. Okay. Okay. So again, 2 minutes I said, right? Please count the time if you want. The timer starts now. So we discussed about data centers not, am I right? We discussed about data centers not being in good shape. Some companies are managing it good, some are not managing it properly. So industry wanted something better. And also looking at the global scales, having only one data center is out of scope for most of the companies now. They also want a data center at one location, one more copy in another location, or maybe globally in different locations. So that is the need of the people. That is the thinking of the people. Okay. And then so virtualization also came into picture. People started, rather than using a physical machines, right? People started having more preference towards virtual machines, and every Azure VM everything you use in Azure is mostly a VM, which you saw last Sunday, what we did. Today also will do. So virtual machines has become a very, very, very globally accepted, not now, sir, decades together, 2 or 3 decades. And then finally having a physical machine, fine, but having a virtual machine is double okay, because you're saving space, you're saving electricity, you're saving a lot of savings only when you use virtualization. And so putting all the, and by the way, one more thing, sir, along with in the resources, especially in the resources, people started accepting, I want 10 CPUs, I want 50 GB RAM or 100 GB RAM. I want, so needs started increasing. Like, you know, this is my demand. I just don't need a VM that you're giving. I have a demand. I have a requirement. I want this much CPU, this much memory, this much IO. So those kind of demands started increasing. People started treating not like a VM, but I want this, I want this, I want this. So demands have increased. So individually, every component started getting priority. So keeping all this together, sir, looking at the disaster, high availability companies are looking for, looking at the virtualization demands, looking at treating and asking, I want this much CPU, this much memory. Jeff Bezos and many other companies have come up with an idea. Why not let's sell virtual machines? Okay, so that is the story that we started last weekend, right, sir? And with that, we also talked about different types of clouds, private cloud, public cloud. Public cloud means where people share resources. Private cloud means where company maintains their own VMs, their own data center, or maybe they keep their data center in Microsoft or Amazon location. So that's also, I mean, and then there's a hybrid model, combination of both. Normally you use private cloud. When in demand, you use cloud, public cloud. So you combine both and use it. So this is what we discussed. And then we talked about IaaS, PaaS, and SaaS. And I said that, hey, under IaaS, Microsoft will manage the hardware layer, and we will manage everything above the operating system layer. Those kind of all the services in the cloud will come under IaaS. So like virtual machines, we control from an OS level onwards till the top. Everything is in full, complete control. PaaS, definitely not. Operating system is also controlled by Microsoft. Middleware, I mean, any middleware applications are controlled by Microsoft. Everything is controlled by Microsoft, sir. And only the application that you are using and the data that belongs to it, you can control or you can access, in other words. So PaaS, you have restrictions because Microsoft is managing the maximum layer of it. IaaS, we have got limited restrictions. Pretty limited restrictions, because OS onwards, you have the control. So considering all these things, IaaS, PaaS are the two main things that we will be discussing in the course. 75% of the course is PaaS, 25% of the course is IaaS, because as a DBA, we have more PaaS products available. That's all. And last but not least is SaaS, software as a service, but more of, it's an application like WhatsApp or Teams or Spotify, or these are the examples that we discussed last Sunday. So SaaS is nothing but applications that you use and you have no control. You're just an end user. That's all. In a private cloud, everything is completely under our control. So that's all. This is what we discussed: IaaS, PaaS, and SaaS. And as I said, 1.5 weeks we'll be discussing about IaaS. So I hope you all are in agreement. And from today onwards, we are doing demos, lots of demos, and that's all in all about it. So if you're all ready, let's move out. And that's all. So when do you use IaaS? When do you use PaaS? You want to build something, you go for IaaS. You want to use it as a product, it's already available, you go for PaaS, meaning with minimal controls. SaaS means you're just using an application. That's all. So these are the three scenarios IaaS, PaaS, and SaaS is used for. So that's the intro part, sir. And after that, our discussion should be towards virtual machines. And when I said virtual machines, we were creating virtual machines, right, sir? So I'll go and create one more virtual machine today. One Windows machine, one Linux machine. And so on the Linux machine, we will install SQL Server 2. Because that is what we just stopped last weekend. Okay, so I'll go to virtual machines. Just a second, please. Okay, sir, done. There we go. Now let's go for a VM creation. So 1 second. How many of your subscriptions are ready, sir? Hari. Or you can raise a digital hand. It's easy for me to count. Count comes up on the screen. Thank you, Tiago, Balaji, Akram. Hand raise. Purushottam, hand raise. Puru. Okay, so 50% around. So others, can you please do it now? Just grab your card. Oh no, you can't wake up. I mean, if you are not having a card, you're the happiest person on the world. We already discussed last weekend. Then you need to grab somebody else's card. Probably if you want to do it a little later, sir, but at any cost tomorrow, you should have the the account ready. Oh, maximum. Okay, done.
Just I did.
Thank you. Okay, sir. Chalo, then if you're on, are you on the portal, sir? All of you? Let's do in hand. Let's complete it quickly. So now let's go to virtual machines discussion. I'm going to a VM. Yeah. first of all, if you can get
KD?
into the portal, let's start over. Yes, sir.
I had a question. Like, I think like we might have created one subscription and all of us can add it to it, right? Has that been possible?
No, sir. Actually, the challenge there is the moment you do that, the budget gets exhausted quickly. So rather individual is better because we'll have the tracking, we'll have who is doing what and how much. And so that setup that we are discussing is very tough to do in a free account.
Okay.
Little tough to configure on a free subscription.
Deepak, one notification I got it just now only I created one 14,500 rupees credit remaining subscription free. Is that correct?
Correct, 14,500. Correct. 13,300 also sometimes come up, but 14,500 is correct. Okay, so done, ready. I'm on the portal. I hope you're seeing my screen shared. So I'm going to create a virtual machine now. Parallelly, let's also go ahead and finish this one. So VM is a very basic and easy concept. So let's quickly finish it and go to the next one. Got it? Very, very basic and a simple concept.
How we can confirm ourselves it is a free account?
When you create the VM, if you can come to the virtual machine. So I go to the home screen, go to virtual machines. When you create a virtual machine here, right? Or click on the virtual machines, sir. Just click on the virtual machines. It will take you to the virtual machine section. Create a new virtual machine on the top left. 1 minute, so it's loading. Yeah. Then you should be seeing free trial here, subscription. You should be seeing free trial. You'll be seeing sandbox for me, just ignore it. But for you, you should be seeing free trial.
And there are other options also, right? Like, for creating the virtual machines, like, I think there are 4. I will see that yesterday.
So PowerShell method one we have through, see, there are multiple ways. One is a PowerShell script that we can run. Other one is we can use the graphical pure portal based. Third, we have got, we can use an Azure template. If we have a ARM template, we can deploy a VM through an ARM template. What else is there? Template usage, 3. Anything else? Did you read any about?
No. I just saying like, virtual machines with preset configurations, virtual arc.
Oh, okay. So you're talking about when we are creating the VM here. That's same thing I was telling about. Guys, if you create a virtual machine, sir, can you see? Virtual machine with a preset configuration, meaning there are already, you have designed a template. There's a preset configuration available, but we don't have in our case. Arc, we'll discuss about Azure Arc a little later, so not maybe right now. And then last one is, this is a VMware, sir, not a Hyper-V ideally. So this is a VMware solution. But again, create a VMware virtual machine hosted by Azure. So Microsoft has got Hyper-V based also. Hyper-V is Microsoft's own product, or VMware based also. If somebody is looking exclusively for VMware based virtual machines, VMware software based virtual machines, go for this one. But ideally, for our requirements, I think we can go with the first one. Okay, so obviously the first option. Yeah, so is it showing free subscription for all of you? If it is so, we have to discuss these topics and move on, sir.
Yes, yes,
Yes.
If it is not showing anything other than free subscriptions, so let's talk. We should double check. Somebody out of India should see Azure subscription 1. Anybody out of India should see Azure subscription 1.
It is free subscription or else free trial?
Free trial.
For us is showing only free trial only, right?
Yeah, free trial. Yes, Vijay. It should show free trial. Okay, sir. If you're all set to go, let's move on. Ready? Done. So we discussed about this. Resource group is nothing but, rather than treating resources individually, hard drive separate, network separate, VM separate, each NSG separate, any firewalls you're creating separate, what you can do, sir, you can combine them all under one RG, resource group. So that is a easy way of managing things. So what I'm trying to suggest is click on create new and create a new resource group. So maybe you can give your own name to it. So it's much more meaningful. For example, I'm giving KD, you can give obviously your name. So KD hyphen VM, we are going to create a VM hyphen RG. RG is nothing but resource group. Right? It becomes easy, makes sense too. Now, and then some virtual machine. So KD hyphen VM hyphen, or maybe as a KD hyphen test VM. I'm just creating the first test VM1 or something. Or you want to give any other names, please feel free. So I already recommended last week that, hey, go ahead and create in East Asia, because we are not facing any challenges, especially when you are creating VMs in East Asia. Every option is available. I mean, exploration is getting easy. Options that you want are visible or available easily. So East Asia is what I'm recommending for demo purpose. But in real scenarios, when we build VMs, we have to ask this question like, hey, where shall I build the VM? Obviously, you ask your customer, right? Whoever is asking us to create the VM. So by the way, DBAs are building VMs, no doubt about it. It's not the case anymore that Windows team is building, but especially in the Azure and AWS space, DBAs are building the VMs themselves for their own requirement. Okay, next one, sir. We discussed about availability zone. If you forgot, just I can make you recollect. That is, availability zones are nothing but the special scenario buildings, right? In the specific region, right? Am I correct? In the specific region, they are. Go to availability zones in Azure. Okay, if you go to availability zones in Azure, just showing the building, nothing much. Okay, yeah, here you go. So look at this. These are the three buildings. Minimum 3 zones will be there. Zone 1, Zone 2, Zone 3. Between them, there is a high-speed internet network connection, right? And they are. Let's say I'm keeping a VM here. I can also keep a VM in 2 other places. So whoever wants to explore for you, I'm just saying this. If I select only Zone 1, sir, my VM will be created in the first building. Okay. If I select Zone 2 also, Zone 1 and 2, my one VM copy will be created in the first building. My second VM copy also will be running in the second building. So both the zones I'm selecting. If I pick all the 3, sir, obviously, can you see here names of the VMs on the top with a comma? That means it is technically creating 3 virtual machines with the names as -1, -2, -3. Again, if you want like that, so if you are not interested, you don't want to do it, then obviously you can remove it. So that means you are creating a protection for your VMs. 3 VMs will be created across the 3 zones. If one building collapses also, no problem. Your VM copy is available in the remaining two places. If you have a plan like that, you can build. In other words, sir, I would suggest clustering to can be done like this. Agree? Clusters. Yes. Cluster can be a good option. I'm not talking about a geo cluster. Okay, cluster. Multi-subnet failover cluster. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about normal cluster with the same location. Rather a HA option, not a DR option. We're not talking about disaster option. So between these, or always on AG, sir. Always on AG, primary replica, secondary replica 1, secondary replica 2. I am not talking about entire region level safety. In the same regions, a building level safety. So again, always on AG can be a very good option to configure here, because you have 3 instances, install 3 machines, configure cluster between them. If you want cluster and AG, if you want clusterless AG also, it's available, as you know. So anyways, this is not AG sessions, but between them you can configure cluster, always on AG, your plan, your choice. Mirroring can be a good option as well if you really want to configure. So anyways, so back in, and by the way, one second. If you go to another option, what is this? Zone 1, Zone 2, Zone 3, correct? And then, sir, you can configure in another location, one more safety, one more DR, but this is not the discussion right for now. So please ignore it. This is one region, this is another region, and you are keeping what's a DR option. This is HA. HA means HA thinks about only what, sir?
High availability.
High availability means maybe this building, this rack,
Collapse.
it mainly it doesn't give the entire data center level safety. HA will tell what's okay. This something happens to this building, I'm there. One more copy. Disaster means something happens to entire area, entire region. Then I have one more copy. So that's not our discussion. So zone 1, zone 2, zone 3. Array KD, I don't even want zones at all. Then okay, sir, ignore it. You don't want zones, leave it. Or one more topic we discussed on last weekend, sir, which is nothing but availability set. In availability set, what did we discuss? You can have fault domains.
Updated domain.
You can have update domains. Fault domains will protect your systems from rack failures, meaning when I'm creating a VM, my first VM will go to first fault domain, one rack. I can create a next VM, the next VM will go to next fault domain, one more rack. I can create one more VM. Let's say I have two VMs only, sir. I have created two fault domains. One VM will go to each fault domain, rack level safety. So your choice. Anyway, sir, today I am keeping no infrastructure. By the way, sir, there are demos. There are demos where we will be creating availability sets and doing always on AG. Hardly, if possible, tomorrow. If not, next week for sure, sir.
Do we have option to choose the fault domain?
We don't
If
have an
it's-
option to choose fault domain. So when you are creating a virtual machine, the VM will automatically go into the respective fault domain. It will not allow us to choose a fault domain. Zone we have option to choose, not the fault domains.
So reason if you make it as a India country and zone Chennai, Bangalore or Hyderabad like that, can we have option to choose in Bangalore location? No, right?
No. But
So
first of all,
zone 1, yeah.
so see, for example, sir, if you're choosing South India, example, which is
Okay.
Chennai. So in Chennai, first of all, we don't have a zone. So Chennai is not availability zone. Chennai is a normal data center, normal region. So the location must be a zone. The same thing if you put it in East Asia. East Asia. Okay, sir? East Asia. It is a zone. So that means the data center must be a zone first to select a zone.
So zone 1, zone 2, that location we can't able to. Which zone one
So we
location
don't,
where it will be.
in that, for example, East Asia means Japan.
Okay.
In Japan, in that region, they have configured 3 buildings. The 3 buildings are high-speed ones. So now, but you don't know which building is what.
That's what. Okay.
But you know that it is names are zone 1, zone 2, zone 3. So you can pick 3 zones and you don't know which building it is.
Yeah, got it.
Okay. So also go for availability set. Availability set will tell you what? Will give you, so in summarize, sir, in simple words, if you want rack level safety, power rack, meaning if I'm creating 10 VMs, 5 VMs must go to one rack, 5 VMs must go to one rack. If you want rack level safety, go for availability set option. If you want entire building level safety, please go for availability zone option. So depending on your requirement, you can pick, sir. I don't want any safety, so go for no infrastructure redundancy required. I don't want any safety. VM is VM, one VM sufficient.
Where it will store this one?
We don't know. Where it is going to store, which rack, which building, which, don't know. Location,
Okay.
we know it's Japan, sir, but we don't know where in Japan. Yes, Puru.
I'm sorry, I had to interrupt. When I'm selecting the availability zones, right, I'm not getting the checkboxes. It's allowing me to select only one zone.
Because of the free trial subscription restrictions could be. Which location
Okay.
are you referring to? East Asia?
East Asia.
So can you try some other regions and give it a shot? Southeast Asia, maybe Singapore once, give it a shot. Or maybe for free subscription, because mine is not a free subscription, sir. So probably that is the condition why it's not allowing you to select 2 buildings or 2 zones.
Southeast Asia, right?
Okay, yeah.
For East Asia, it is showing.
Are you able to select multiple?
Yes, zones. There is an option actually. For East Asia only actually.
That is why I'm recommending all of you to go for East Asia. So Puru, just check, sir. East Asia, are you sure? Because East Asia should allow.
Sorry, Southeast
Asia.
Asia.
Me also
Free
tried.
services. Free services available like that it is showing.
So Vijay Bhaiya, yes, you're saying something.
Yeah, for us, for me also the same issue. East Asia I couldn't able to choose the multiple zones.
Southeast
Only
Asia,
one zone.
Southeast Asia. Can you try Southeast Asia? And Southeast Asia is Singapore, sir. Singapore data center.
Southeast Asia also same for me.
Okay.
Okay.
Then could be a free trial restriction, sir. But anyways, I showed you, right? So it could be a free trial restriction, nothing more than that. Not,
Southeast Asia,
KD, not like that,
free
KD. For me, actually, it is showing. I selected East Asia availability zone. It is showing 3 zones.
I mean,
showing, sir, but are you able to tick
to
this?
be able to click.
Yes.
No, you should select.
Yes, I can.
Okay, can you share your screen and show us once? So you just need to tick, sir. Just see if you are able to tick.
So just now I selected Southeast Asia free service eligible. In that it's showing all availability zones. So East Asia is not showing.
See here.
Got
KD,
it.
if you see here,
2 VMs are coming up. Yeah, got it.
2 VMs are coming.
So guys, 2 zones and third zone also just selected once. Yeah, it's coming up for, and it's a free subscription itself, right? Come up, sir.
Free only.
Free trial, yeah. Okay, good.
Free only.
Asia Pacific.
So I'm surprised. For everybody, it should be the same.
So we were selected that one Asia Pacific free subscription. Maybe we need to try this one. Thank you. Yeah. Cheers.
All good, sir? Can we move on? Because let's finish the creation part also. I'm sharing my screen. Anybody wants to share your screen, please feel free to, sir. Just go ahead and share it. Okay. So, Hari, all going good? Others, sir?
Yeah.
Can we go to the next option, sir? That's all. Hey, zones and sets, availability set, power-wise options. Zones also will be safety option, building level and rack level.
I'm sharing it. Okay, I'm selecting the East Asia. I can't have the zone able to select. Okay, and the same with Southeast Asia as well. Southeast Asia free subscription eligible.
Okay, so it's selecting, it's only giving you a zone, either 1, 2, or 3 drop downs, but not a checkbox rather, right?
Right.
Okay. But again, what could be the reason for this is what I'm thinking. So do one thing, go to DS2 V3, bottom, just go scroll down, size, there only, size. Yeah, just make it DS1 V2, or you can't change it. So go to East Asia itself. Please go to East Asia.
Same for me as well, KD. While I'm selecting Southeast Asia, it's showing the current size. It is not available in Southeast Asia for this subscription like that.
Got it.
Same for me as well.
Got
Let me get created quickly.
Yeah, but
new resource groups. New resource. Click on new resource.
And in East Asia, it is showing.
Let's go to East Asia only.
I think that the size could be the restricted here.
Yeah, go ahead. Let's try East Asia. Please pick East Asia. Yeah, what we'll do now, please change the size to, no, not yet, sir, not yet. Please change the size bottom at the last. Change the size to DS1 V2. Click on see all sizes. See all sizes. DS1 V2. Search for DS1. You already have it, the first one. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, pick that because it is 1 CPU, 3.5 GB RAM. Now try the zone parts. Availability zone. Just drop down and only one still, right? I don't know, I'm surprised. Okay.
I need to go with the other ones.
No, this is the one. This is the lowest one available. No, DS1 V2 only, the lowest one available.
Single zone 1, zone 2 can have the option to select.
You don't have multiple, right? It's okay. So actually, anyways,
multiple it's showing, but can't able to select multiple at a time. Zone 1, zone 2,
for everyone, or is it only for limited few? For everyone, it's the same, or because Hari is able to select in East Asia itself multiple ones.
Multiple.
I'm just thinking what is difference between Hari's subscription and your subscription, because everything is free trial only.
For me also same, not able to select multiple.
Yeah, for me also the same, KD. I couldn't be able to select.
Okay,
multiple.
okay.
Maybe
So,
they have restricted users like this.
no, because everything is free trial itself at the end of the day. Is it a company one or your personal one, Hari?
It's my personal one. Just I created in.
Credit card, right?
Yes.
Okay, okay.
New email ID Outlook.
Got it. This is
Everyone,
Hotmail. Yeah, I think that's same. Yeah, I mean, Puru started with Hotmail and you did Outlook, one and the same. Okay, surprising, but okay, sir. Let's see. Let's go back.
For me also same.
Okay, sir. It's okay. Then let's not do the zone demo. We're not building anyways multiple copies of the VMs. It's okay.
And one more thing, like, it allows me to connect our RDP to all the 3 nodes, right? Once I created.
Yeah, definitely yes. Yeah. Okay. So okay, sir. If 3 VMs are not getting created in a zone, sir, it's okay. Let's build a normal VM, right? Normal VM. So let's go. So let's finish it. Huh? So I'm selecting no infrastructure, no zones, nothing, just a basic VM we are creating. Okay. And so first let's go for a Windows operating system. And obviously we'll prefer to go for server operating systems than desktop operating systems. So maybe we should pick Windows 2016. Okay. With all you, if you all agree. So don't worry. Sometimes when you do this down arrow, can you see here? When I'm selecting Windows 2016, it will not come up in that screen, sir. So it's okay. It's okay if it is not coming up, but if it throws a warning, then it's a problem, but it's okay. It's not visible there. That's also at the last screen we will see. So I'm selecting 1 CPU, 3.5 GB RAM. I'll type username and password. Got it, sir? I typed username and password. That's all. And then yeah, even you are selecting, so please select licensing, save the money. 50% money would be saved approximately. So please go for this one, budget saving. And then go to disk, sir. And
something inbound port.
No problem. You can ignore that ports because it's 3389 RDP port, which will be opened. So should not be a problem. You can ignore that section.
Just to ask, sorry, KD. So if we ignore allow selected port, if we choose none, and later once VM build, can we allow this 3389?
If you put none for the public port, we can later on create an NSG and do it, sir. If you want, we can definitely do. But I would say for now, as we are doing for the first time, I would say just go ahead and enable the 3389. Or else we can enable it later also. Absolutely possible. Okay, done, sir. So licensing, please, you take. I will not take, sir, but you definitely take it.
Can image no need to choose?
I have chosen Vijay, but sometimes it happens that I chose 2016. It doesn't come up for me. It's a bug, but it is there actually.
Oh, okay.
For you, it should be showing up. Is it showing up?
Yes. You're choosing 2016 data center Gen 2, right?
So I picked up. Actually, I picked SQL Server 2016 data center Gen 2, or any Gen 1 is also fine. If you are not seeing the complete list, please click on See All Images. And in See All Images, so everyone, if images are not coming up properly for you, please click on See All Images. Once it loads, just a second, it's a bit slow. Yeah, can you see, sir? It shows Windows Server. I can scroll down and do a down arrow. It will show the complete list of Windows servers here. And the lowest one available is Windows 2012 R2, the lowest one. And the latest one available is 2022. So you have a scale from Windows 2012 to 2022. So I'm going to pick Windows 2016. Windows 2016. This is ZHN-CNS, Japan and China. So we don't want that. Windows 2016. Yeah, I like this. Where is it? Windows 2016. Yeah, data center Gen 1, Gen 2. So I'm picking Gen 2 or Gen 1, whichever you like, your choice.
Both are same.
One is a older generation. hardware image, and its one is the latest one. So you can go with any set. It's okay.
RS is displayed, KD. After choosing it will display.
Yeah. What about Spot instance?
For me, it's a bug, sir. For me, it's a bug. So now, anyway, there's a question on what is Azure Spot instance. So I wanted to bring up this discussion a little later, but anyways, the question came. Azure Spot instance offers you, so let's say, for example, discounts. Ram, you created this VM, but you're not using it much. Limited in a day, hardly 15 minutes, 10 minutes you're using. Example, but you will pay for the entire day.
Yes.
Am I right? So if I select Azure Spot instance, what it will do is whenever you are not using your VMs, it will automatically evict. Evict means throw out your virtual machine. Okay. Whenever you are not using the VM much, and that power it has grabbed from you, it will give to others. So reads capacity only. So meaning virtual machine will be evicted, meaning thrown out, when Azure needs the capacity for pay-as-you-go workloads. Meaning you are a free person, sir. You are not using the VM. Unnecessarily, you are pulling the capacity of Azure. So whenever you are not using your VMs and all that, it will just pull it and give it to others. So your VM is not running in full capacity. Your money will be deducted and given to pay-as-you-go customers because they are the live customers of Microsoft. So you save. So your max price is set to pay-as-you-go rate. So meaning you're saving money, in simple words. Now, what is the second one? Price or capacity. Choose a max price, and you should tell, sir, I want this much capacity only. Don't go beyond it. And I want to control this one. My VM cost, I don't want. Read it again. Price or capacity. Well, there are two options. Capacity only. Second is price or capacity. Choose a max price, and Azure will evict your virtual machine when the cost of the instance is greater than your max price. Meaning, I told that I don't want to spend more than 1,000 rupees in a day. And whenever you cross the 1,000 rupees limit, sir, then only it will evict, or else it will not evict. So now, what does eviction mean? Eviction means two things. Eviction means stop or deallocate, meaning stopping the VM. When you stop, it will automatically deallocate. Nobody can touch the VM. That is the meaning of stopping. So let's say 9 o'clock you're using the VM RAM. 10 o'clock, 1 hour later, you stopped using. There's no activity. So, and then you have selected capacity only. No, not even pricing. So what it will do, it will automatically stop your VM and give your load to others. So Spot instance is a good option if you want to save your money. And sir, by mistake, you left off the VM, so you forgot the VM. It will automatically stop. So do you want to pick it? Then please pick it. Good option. Or this option said it will delete the VM. No. I think better stopping is good option. Deleting means even hard drive will be saved, money will be saved. But anyways, I think stop deallocate is better option. So any questions anybody have? Spot instance is one more option where your budget will be saved.
So delete, if I choose it, next time if I come again, I have to create again virtual machine.
Correct. Because you're deleting it. Right? Whenever you don't want it, you're deleting it. So you don't want to delete, you want to keep it. So delete is not an option. Or you're creating a temporary VM. Whenever there is no load, you want to delete, you're okay to delete it, sir, then go for delete option. These are options provided. You can pick what you like.
Today, if I use 1 hour, after that, if I delete it, so next day, can I able to?
No, you have to recreate it. No,
recycle.
you have to recreate it. Nothing.
There is no recycle option.
Here for this, it is not there because you selected a Spot instance when you're not using it. You want to delete it, so you have to recreate, obviously.
By
So that means our configuration is wrong. So I think better go for Spot or stop or deallocate. Yeah. Sorry, Hari.
So KD, by knowing the Spot instance, so I don't think it can be fit in business
Definitely
VMs,
not.
right?
Definitely not.
So
That's why, I mean, not a great point to be thought about, but non-prod environments, non-production, and you're not using it much if you really want to release the budget, but there also people use it somehow. So
Can anybody use in real-time non-prod for this?
I
option?
have not seen in real time, at least till now. No. But no, I've not seen. So, but this option is there for cost saving purpose. That's all. Maybe you can pick, sir. If you want, you can pick. When you're not using the VM, will stop. So, any questions here other than that, sir? So you are selecting the licensing option. I hope you did. Now let's go to disks tab, sir. And in disks, I don't think I have to tell you anything, but I told you already that don't go for premium SSD. In premium SSD, you'll spend more money, sir, because SSDs are expensive. Probably you can go for HDD, sufficient. For our lab also, it will be good enough. Enough, sir. Really good. So if you want to save your budget, standard SSD also is somewhat a little cost effective affair, but I would say standard HDD is better to save budgets, nothing more. Because that 14,000, you have to explore a lot of features still. That's why I'm saying let's not waste money on that. Okay, done. Next, go to networking. I'm sorry, go to networking. Yeah, go to networking. Yeah, so in networking, nothing much to do. I already told you, please select NSG as none. What is NSG? It's a firewall. It's kind of a firewall at Azure level. We will talk about this. We have a sweet discussion later, but for now, keep it none. You keep it none, sir. I will keep it advanced because I cannot select NSG none. It's against my rules. Okay, done. So I am keeping NSG as advanced. So you are going to keep NSG as none. Rest all options you ignore, sir, because this is a network, and we will talk about this when we do always on AG demo. So that's all. Nothing much to say. And then networking is all set up. Nothing much to do in networking.
KD, by default, it is selected accelerated network.
So accelerated networking gives you, it's a cost. It's a feature which gives you a network, which gives your VMs a bit faster speed in network communications. So if you don't want it, so please undo unselect it. Definitely unselect it, but it's okay. It's not too expensive also, so you can go for it. It gives you a fast network. And you read there, enables low latency on the high throughput on the network interface. So it gives you fast network. Okay, done. So there are many options. Chill. We'll talk about them later. So when the topic comes, because load balancing we have to do, Azure load balancer we have to create. We'll talk. And last but not the least is management. So I'm disabling monitoring. Of course, if you want, you can enable monitoring, but it will cost unnecessary money. So I would disable monitoring. So it's not a crucial system for our lab purpose only. So I'll disable the monitoring. Probably you also can disable the monitoring. And then sir, manual updates, no automatic updates. If you want to keep automatic updates, your choice, but I'm keeping them manual. Excuse me. I'm sorry. So that's all. Okay, so just come up, sir. AKD, there are some options here. Auto shutdown. Yes, you can auto shutdown on Friday. Monday morning, if your VM is not being used over the weekend, so you can auto shutdown on Friday. But sir, auto shutdown on Friday. Auto startup is not there. So that is why I will show you a small demo on Azure automation accounts, where we will write a script, sir, our own, which VMs will automatically stop and automatically start. So we'll do that demo later. So hence ignore this one. I will show you a demo on automation accounts where we can automate things and you to whatever level you want. So automation accounts topic is coming up. So please till then, sir, don't use auto shutdown option. Rest all is your choice. So I'm making it manual updates. And then, sir, I disable the monitoring to save money. That's all, sir. Rest all options you can just ignore by and just move on because these are.
There is one option, KD. There is one option, basic plan, enable basic plan for free. Azure Security Center.
No, it comes by default. It comes by default. See, please, even it comes by default. So Azure Security Center, it's a free plan. So it's okay, sir. There's no charge for that.
And the enable backup option is there.
Backup. If you really want to see how to take backups of a VM, we can take a snapshot backup. I'll show you later, sir. Or we can configure Azure site recovery, ASR, where we can take backups of the VMs. I would not recommend doing a backup from here rather than from a tool is even, from ASR is even better. So if you can go to Azure portal backups, we have one more way of taking backups. So let's ignore from here. So shutdown, backups, we can ignore for now. Okay, now.
So regarding OS updates, do we need to select automatically? It will update it.
Which one? Which one?
Guest
No,
OS
if you
update.
select automatic OS updates, it will automatically update and downtime may be there. So go for manual updates. Maybe control will be in your hand. Or maybe if you want to Microsoft do all the patchings or upgrades, let them do.
Are we going to get the notification before they're going to update it?
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. They send notifications before updates being pushed. Yeah. Ready?
Can you move?
Yes, sir. Get started. No, anything, any questions? Any questions quickly?
No, I'm just trying to understand what was the last question someone spoke, right? I mean, I could not
No,
able
the
to hear it.
question was about if you go for automatic updates, will Microsoft send notifications that we are going to patch and so and so? Yes, they do. And will they notify us first before patching is the point. Okay, done. Can you quickly jump into, yes, sir, next tab, or you have any questions here? Because Linux, curious part is Linux first. I'm in advanced section now. So it's completely your choice. Sir. Anything additional you want to do, you can always come here. But normally we don't touch advanced options. But for example, select an extension to install. What is an extension, sir? You can pick the extensions, meaning after installing the VM, these are some extensions available, like what? Monitoring tool. For example, you can see here, SiteScope 24/7. It's a company who are selling their monitoring solutions. Or, sir, you have a Acronis backup, a backup tool who are selling their solutions, or an antivirus. So you have got lots of options to pick from. If I scroll down, Datadog. Nowadays, I think many of the companies are using Datadog monitoring. World famous at the moment. And so you can do Control M. You know what I'm talking about, right? Automated job deployments, jobs running through Control M. So whatever you like, sir. See, the list is long. I mean, I can click on Kaspersky antivirus, Microsoft's malware, anti-malware. So you can go for what you want. So, but if you want those extensions, install them in the VM. If you don't want them, say ignore them. So I'm not doing it. And then coming down, sir, Bastion host will discuss later. So I think all these options at the moment can be unnecessary discussions, to be frank. If you really have to explore, we can explore later. Done. So now tags. Tags is an important one. I'll hold here. Tags are very, very important because we did not discuss about tags last weekend. Tags are something like, so I can keep a tag called environment. Okay. And I can say environment equal to production value. That means this server is a production server. And then, sir, I can say next. Okay. And then I can say application name. Okay. And I can select the application that I want to type. Application owner. I can put email ID of the application owner. So you can put tags like this. What is the benefit of putting a tag, sir? Asset management becomes easy. Asset management in your company. And tracking this server, the server belongs to which application, who is the application owner, that all also becomes easy. And so leaving all that, the main advantage, shall I tell you, billing wise, especially when you are billing comes up in a month once, right? Monthly or yearly billing, whatever you are planning by. But billing that comes up, sir, you can segregate, meaning when you get the overall bill, you can select based on tags. This application, how much is the bill? This application owner has spent how much from his budget? It really helps in the Power BI reporting and all that. So tags is an excellent concept. You are segregating and telling this application belongs to this, server belongs to this, and all something like that. Any questions? Database team. Primary contact in the database team. So who is the primary person? Let's say Raman is the primary person for this database. For this server, I can add his name. You can play around with this. Whatever tags you want to add, you can do. And last one, review and create. I'm not adding any tags right now. Review and create, and just let's get it created. Sir. And by the way, 0.0107 is the VM cost. Again, sir, Windows Server 2016 data Gen 2. For you, it should come up in INR. For me, it will show in USD. That's all. And click on create. The VM is getting ready. That's all. Okay, so same way, we have to create a Linux VM also quickly. We'll do, but you should be comfortable as well.
So just a question, KD, regarding the pricing one. So within 60 minutes, like let's take 50 minutes we used, and we left 10 minutes and we shut down the system for kind of testing we created and we shut down. Will they charge for 1 hour?
Pro rata basis. So pro rata basis.
Okay.
Ideally, yeah. The charge is for pro rata basis.
Okay, machine creation will be remain same in private cloud as well?
Good question. So Satya, in the private cloud, the machine creation will not be same, because the way we create a VM in a private cloud would definitely vary.
Okay.
Because it's a different, this is public cloud, no doubt, as you know. So in a private cloud, the way we create, actually, I'll give you a small example. So we have a private cloud. So what we do is we have a automation built with the DevOps tools, Ansible. So we build VMs through that. The team will run an Ansible script and the VM builds, but that's in a private VM, it's a private cloud. So totally different. This is only public cloud.
Okay. When it like if we are going for a private cloud, so then a separate team will be there for creating a VMs and all, or the DB has to do?
No, there also what we can do is they will create the space for us. Let's say you're talking, see, private cloud means two options are there, right? Managing the data center in your own company by your own people. That is that is also called as private cloud. But yeah, as per the understanding that we are discussing now, what I'm assuming is when you say private cloud, your VMs are not present in your company. They are present in Microsoft location. Microsoft gave, okay. Then in that case, yes, there will be no separate team as such, but they will give you control. They'll give you all the credentials in whatever you want. You can do it by yourself, and your team can handle it. Your Windows team and your database team can collectively handle it. It's just like the same VMs in your company, but they are in Microsoft location. That's all.
Okay, thanks.
That's all, sir. If your VMs are ready, please confirm. Let's log into this VM now. Go to resource. So you know, right, sir, every VM will get a public IP and a private IP. Here you go. This is a public IP. I'll show again if you have not seen it. This is the public IP. Okay, sir. Done. MSTSC. Connecting to the server. Connect. More choices. Use a different name.
Background something warning issues. Test one virtual machine agents.
Because the agent did not start, and sometime you will see it started. You're talking about this one, right? This warning. Sometime it will start. You will see the warning going away. KDSSG ADM. That's a password I gave. So it's asking, hey, do you want to do a secure connection? Yes. Through a certificate? Yes. So click yes. Next time it will not bother me. So that's also go logging into the VM, and come on, from here, it's all your playground. So, I mean, you know it. If you want to install SQL Server from here, 1 minute, sir. It's loading. It's still loading. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. So normally what we do, I'm just telling you, normally what we do, server manager. It's a server operating system, right? So server manager. 2 minutes, come on.
So KD, so meanwhile server manager up. So I have a question, like while creating a VM, we give a login ID, I mean login, right? Like login name. So if we forget a login name, where we can validate the available, I mean, we have a VMs available list. From there, when we go into it, can we find any login name we created at the time of VM creation?
So everyone, keep this in mind. A very important point Balaji has raised. So if you forgot the username and password, example both. Okay, right, sir? Example both. Okay, here you go. This is a VM screen, right? Assume that we don't remember the username, we don't remember the password of this VM, logging into the VM. So let's go step by step. And I'm in the overview tab, left side, overview tab. Now, do you see any option anywhere which talks about, okay, properties tab is there, but in the properties tab, do you see any name? Let's go one by one. Let's scan it, sir. We don't see anything. Next, let's go to monitoring tab. It will show monitoring options, but you will not see anything else. If you go to capabilities tab, what are additional things you can do? That it will show. If you go to recommendations tab, it is giving you a recommendation, but we have not run the recommendation. If you run it, it will tell you, sir, through advisor. So that's all. I think in these tabs, nothing is there. On the left-hand side, we have a lot of tabs here. Go to, again, we can go one by one. So networking is one networking tab. It will show you information about networks. That's okay. Connect tab means how to connect to this VM. It will show that option. Admin center I'll not do, but again, even if you click it, sir, it's a preview feature, not a live feature. So ignore admin center. Disks will show all the hard drives that you have. Only one hard drive at this moment. The size will show the VM sizes that you selected, DS1, V2. KD, can I change anytime? No. Answer is no, because you want to change the VM size, so you have to restart it. Stop the VM, change the size, and again start it. So it should be a downtime. Okay, next, under security. No, this is Azure security, so please ignore this. Move on. Advisor recommendations. We have not run advisory, so ignore it. Extensions and applications, anything else you want to install, additional extensions you want to install, you can go for it. Continuous delivery, it's a different topic again, especially for DevOps stuff, CI/CD, we can utilize it. Availability and scaling, your fault domains, update domains information will come up. Okay. Configuration, sorry, I'm not wasting time, sir, because there's a question from Balaji. I'm showing you, I know the answer directly, sir, but I'm showing you wherever if there is an option or not. Sir. So if you want to do licensing later on, also you can do this, not only during VM creation, you can change the licensing options, spot instance, everything. Okay. Identity. It is not showing any name called KDSSG because my user is KDSSG, right, sir? User assigned? Nah. Properties? Nah. VM is running, it is showing, sir. Person's name, it is not showing. So technically, what am I saying? Finally, nothing, sir. That's it, finished. Options are done.
It is on connect.
Sorry?
It is in connect, KD.
It is in what, sir?
Connect. There is one option called connect. If you scroll it up, yeah, second tab, SSH. RDS. This is the one.
But this is, so 1 second, sir. This is for a Linux machine, right?
Whatever name you have given, that right, it is the same, the name.
Oh, you're talking about the KDSSG username.
Yes, yes, but even I checked here.
Okay, but this is crazy. But okay, fine, sir.
Even I checked.
Okay, so okay, chalo. This SSH option you ignore, but nowhere else it is available, right? Nowhere else. So we saw it. So please, sir, Remember, if you forgot the username, that's it, gone. Okay, so you have to rebuild the VM. That's the final story.
Reset
Can
option
we-
also not there.
Sorry?
Reset option also not there.
No, no, sir. You'll not have an option, especially for Azure virtual machines. You'll not have an option. Don't look at it as a negative feature. So it's not. Okay, so it's not a negative feature. It could be sounding like a negative feature. What the hell is this? But that's how it is.
Maybe AD controller people can reset.
So if it is domain control, so you can do it. But for now,
Okay.
that topic will come up later. But the answer is, as of now, in simple words, username, passwords are not available. So be cautious, be careful. Okay, now back to the notes. I'm on the server manager. Nothing. Just go to local server in the VM. Sir, I'm installing SQL Server. 2 minutes. Okay, just installing SQL Server. 2 minutes. I'll go to IE enhanced security. Can you see here? IE enhanced security. I'll tell you why, sir. Just wait a second. Go to IE enhanced security. I will disable it. IE means Internet Explorer, because I want to download the media. And so if I don't disable this one, you know what will happen? When I open the Internet Explorer, it will give me pop-ups. This open, that open. It will kill with pop-ups. That is the only reason why I have disabled it. Got it, sir? I just turned off IE enhanced security. Now try. Now go ahead and open the Internet Explorer. It will not give you any pop-ups. That's why, for that reason. This VM, does this VM have an internet? Yes, of course, this VM has an internet. Has internet. Is this public facing? Yes, of course, it is public facing.
And where did you find that place?
Which one? Click on Start. Go to Server Manager.
Okay.
On the left-hand side, you will see local servers. Local server option. Local server. In local server, you will see IE enhanced security.
Okay. It's unknown. I can make it like.
Please turn it off and both places. Okay, now, so let's go back. Click OK. Now, just
one
type.
dumb question, KD.
Please.
It's only like, just at the local server level, right? Can I do this in the my production server as well?
I mean, production server and an Azure VMs, right?
No. I mean, normally in-house.
Oh,
VM.
this option? No. We don't do that. Just for our lab play area. That's it.
Okay.
So don't worry about this pop-ups, because remember, you are in a Japan server, right? So this is expected. So let me change it to English. Yeah, that's. So now I'm here. Now just go to Google and search for SQL Server 2019 download, right, sir? 2019 we want. Go to SQL Server downloads option, download 2019. Let's 5 minutes it will take. Okay, let's install one instance and then we can move on comfortably to Linux. So can I click on, sir? Look at this, on premises is okay, but you see developer edition, it's a free edition now. I'll go for download now. 2019, sir, installing 2019. 2022 is coming up by November. I think, I hope you have the update. SQL Server 2022 is mostly set to launch for November. Mostly, but they have almost decided. Yeah, so click on run. And later on, you know what to do. So it's easy. So look at this. Okay, in our SQL DBA classes, I'll just give you a small point here. In the SQL Server DBA trainings that we do Monday to Friday. Earlier, people used to purchase high-end laptops because they have to practice log shipping, mirroring, replication, clustering, always on AG, right? So a lot of high-end laptop can only have VMs. But now, sir, last 2-3 years, life has become so easy. I'm telling everyone that don't purchase a costly laptop, waste of money. Go for a basic laptop sufficient, because anyways, you're going to practice everything in Azure VMs. I only tell them that start searching for credit cards, because your credit card will exhaust. You have to look for other credit cards. So only thing you need to do is finding credit cards and not anything more than a credit card, because laptop can be a very basic setup laptop also, very basic ones. Raspberry Pi is also okay, trust me. Okay, done. So let's go for a download media now. And so I'm downloading the media. When I'm downloading, rather I'll do one thing. Go to rather than storing in downloads folder, sir, I will keep it in C drive. C drive. Where are you? C drive. C drive. I'll create a new folder called media. I'll keep it in the media folders. Okay, it's easy. And just keep it in the media folder. Downloading. So SQL Server 2019 is getting downloaded. Developer edition. It's free.
Yeah, KD, actually, setup file is in my desktop. How can I move from?
We can copy the media to the server, Azure Virtual Machine, just like the typical way you do, right? Let's do a copy. Okay, I have a file on my. Okay, let's have this file. Okay, I'll copy this. It copies directly also the way you want it. Oops, no. Sometimes it does. Copy pasted. Come on. There you go. So file copy process is direct, happens. Or let's say it's cumbersome for you. Then do one thing. Look at this. I did this. If you can see, I did the C drive sharing. Can you see when I open my computer in the server? This is my laptop C drive and E drive. I have my P drive. So I can go to the P drive of my laptop and whatever content is there, I can pick up from there. So this way also we can copy paste if you don't want to do direct copy paste.
How to append those local drive to
nothing machine? So you all know, right? I mean, when we are creating, when we are opening MSDSC, whenever you're opening MSDSC, please go to options. In options, we have local resources. In local resources, go to local devices and resources, and then we have drives option. Just select the drives and your local drives will be accessed in the server. Normally in real environment, we don't do it technically, but if your company allows you, you can definitely do it. Local files, we have to copy it, backup. Sometimes there is something in your local system you downloaded and you want to copy it. It will take time, sir, but please, I would recommend not copying from a local server to Azure VM because it will take too much time. Depends on your internet speed, right? So better, sir, download in the Azure VM itself. See how fast it is. So you'll be shocked to know people use Azure VMs for booking IRCTC tickets, for watching sometimes downloading some movies that they wanted fastest speed. Purpose is a lot, so you can utilize for whatever you need because they are fast machines, very, very fast machines with speed internet. Yeah, so download it, sir. And then, oh, maybe wait. We also need Management Studio, right? Let me quickly download SSMS too. It'll be a little faster because we have to finish before end of the session. We have to also finish Linux VMs. So downloading SSMS 18.11.1, the latest one and the greatest one as of now. I'm downloading that too. This also I'll save better. Save as in the C drive media folder. I'll save it here. So I have downloaded SQL Server, sir, and I'm downloading Management Studio also. Look at the speeds again. So I don't know if you're seeing the speeds. It's aggressive. 23 MB, 25 MB, which is a lot speeds. At home, how much do you get? 1 MB.
KD, can you please show that link, KD?
Which link, sir?
And the link which you downloaded 2019 developer edition.
SQL Server. No, I just searched for SQL Server download.
Okay.
I just typed SQL Server download, the first link, sir.
Okay.
The first link.
Even I did the same.
It works, the first link, absolutely first link. I did nothing else. Yeah, go to developer edition here.
One minute, KD. Okay, this is I cannot see this one, KD, or download a free specialized edition. I cannot see that.
Share screen, please. Come down, sir. Come down, scroll down. You should be seeing developer at the bottom.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's there. Yeah.
Okay.
And moreover, no, it's not your fault. It's Internet Explorer's fault. The crazy, stupid old IE. It doesn't give the interface properly. Yeah. Okay, I've shared my screen again. So please, let's fast, because Linux is the next best part we need to finish. And so maybe, again, I would sincerely request all of you to add that in your resume that I have installed SQL Server on Linux and, just for a experiment. And plus, please do mention in Azure VMs, especially. So, and we'll do Ubuntu now. If this is done, we'll jump into that. Move on. Okay, wait. So not move on. We have not installed the SQL Server on this one. So I'll take a few minutes, not more. Okay, C drive, media. First time install. I'll right click on the 2019 media that I downloaded and just click on mount. Okay, so mounted. Now I'll start setup.exe, run as administrator. The VM installation is started. And you know it from here. Rest all is your home page. Okay, done, sir. Installation center opened up. I'll go to installation tab. Click on the first option, standalone. It's loading. Yeah, there it loaded. I'll close the installation center. Developer edition, sir. Hit next. I'll go for I accept license agreement. Hit next. And then we'll go for next. Yeah, that's also installation in progress. By the way, sir, this is going on, right? Tomorrow, what we will do, we will take a backup, SQL Server backup to cloud storage, because today I'm finishing VM stuff, including Linux VMs. Tomorrow, what we'll do, we'll take backups to cloud. I need to explain a couple of topics to you. What is a page blob? Because these are again questions coming up in the interview. What is a page blob? What is a block blob? Got it, sir? Page blob, block blob. And especially when you take a backup of SQL Server, it should either dump up as a page blob or a block blob. Again, there are some ways of taking, you will see that conversation tomorrow. Okay, done, sir. Storage engine, replication, client tools connectivity, client tools backward compatibility. That's it. Rest all as always. I'm hitting next. If you want any additional components, you can select, but I'm selecting the 4 basic components. Almost done. Okay, so default instance, not changing nothing. And this is in Japan time zone, sir. No. Every VM will not be in the country's time zone. So you have to change the time zone to respective location. So by default, it will be in UTC, sir. Got it? UTC time zone. Okay. So depending on whichever location, India, UTC plus 5:30, right? So like that. So you need to change. By default, it will be in UTC time zone. Yeah. So service accounts inbuilt, I'm not touching them. Hit next and then add current user. You know the stuff. So hit next. Okay. And then finally install. So SQL Server installation on an Azure VM, sir. That's all. You know the stuff. So there's nothing fancy. There's a question on the chat. Oh, is it, Balaji? If there is a way, do share it. I'll be the happiest person because I get this question in every batch and I say I don't. There's no way. Which way?
I thought it's too early to disclose. I wasn't aware. So in a course curriculum. So I thought.
No, go ahead
let's
and
put it in the chat. Let me share my screen.
Guys, Balaji figured out a way of changing the username and password if you forgot it. So there you
go. Hope you're able to see my screen now.
1 minute. Sir. I am not seeing it. Yes, I do. Yeah. Yes, we do.
So I created a login name with Balaji earlier. Later on, I changed it to Balaji 1433. So we have to go at our virtual dashboard. In it, we need to come down, and there is an option in support and troubleshoot place.
I have a question.
Reset password.
I have
Please.
A question there.
Yes,
so what if I don't know the username?
Yeah, that's correct. Let's I can able to show. I'm logging into server now. This is a server I created, and just to show what is the name of mine. Okay. So sorry, how to do?
Who am I?
Who am I?
No,
Okay.
who am I? Who am I? Just go to command prompt and type who am I. It's even easier.
No, Zoom. I was trying to minimize.
Okay.
So I think you correct. Yeah, this is a login. We are in now, and yeah, when we go reset password here, let's take Bala 1434. It's very hard to remember 12-digit password, so I'm using one unique name and phone number. So I have updated. So earlier it was 4433 default port, and now it's going with the custom, that's UDP. So it's getting updating.
Bala, there's a small change here. Okay. So guys, as you are seeing on the screen, sir, earlier what used to happen is you have to provide the username, which was actually Bala 1433. Earlier, so when I'm saying earlier, earlier this option was available as well, but we had to provide. Okay, good. Bala, what Bala is saying is Bala 1433 is the user, old one, and I forgot its username and password. So now what Bala did, 1434 he created with a new password, completely new account, right, Bala? Completely new account.
Yeah. It's
earlier that option was not there, sir. Earlier the option was you have to provide the old username, and then it will help you to reset the password. There wasn't an option to create a new one. Good. Now go ahead, sir. Go to the server once.
Yeah. And let's log off and try to log in with a new one.
So, sir, look at that, please. There is a reset password option at the bottom.
Shall I go there?
No, go ahead, log in, please. Now, Bala, go to LUSR MGR once, please. Let's see your old account.
Sure. One moment. I think I was chosen the very low configuration, so it's taking time.
It's okay.
So meanwhile, KD, I have a doubt into this same specification. So kind of deployed VM.
Hmm.
So what happened? When I raised first question like regarding the network RDP port 3389,
Okay.
I was selected as none at the time of creation, and later I tried to add in security. Okay, somewhere here
On the top side, under networking, let's go to networking tab.
Yeah.
There you can add.
Yeah, I tried to add this one, but still I
Port
couldn't able to connect.
3389. No, but the challenge is because you gave priority as 300. So it's highest priority compared to the old ones. And you did what? Scroll down, sir. Scroll down. Inbound port, right?
Yeah.
Allow. And the last one is deny, in which the port number is 65,000. So 300 should get the priority. 3389 enabled. Inbound. So meaning to entry. It should allow. So is it not connecting still?
Yeah, it's not connecting. So I tried this way, maybe. So somewhere I think configuration.
No, it's correct only because TCP. No, it's correct only. TCP, any you gave, allow you gave, 3389 is added. It should work, sir. Only your VM is stopped. So can you want to start the VM once and then try?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Meanwhile, let's go to the VM also.
Yeah, sure.
So now let's go to that LUSR MGR. Sir, everyone, Windows users, sir, LUSR MGR. It will show Bala's old account also. LUSR MGR. Yeah, let's go and check whether the Balaji 1/4 users. Yeah, you know it. So, yeah, old is also there and the new one is also there. It created a new account, sir. So yeah, that works. That's a trick, sir. Please go to password reset option and create a, earlier it was not the case, but now happy that it shows up the old accounts also and the new account also.
Yeah.
Thank you, Bala. No, it really helps, sir, because we tend to forget usernames and passwords, no doubt.
Yeah. The only thing is we have to remember the old machine name.
Which one?
Machine name, Bala 1433. If we forgot that one also.
Which machine name are you referring to?
Virtual machine name.
Virtual machine name remains the same, right, sir? It doesn't change.
Username, sorry, username.
Of course, username. If you remember, you can change the password. If you don't remember, you have to create a new one. That's what Bala is talking about.
Okay.
And it's adding to the local administrator privilege.
Yeah, it's adding to the admin group as well. So you are a top in the system. So yes.
Okay,
so you stop the, and you said that okay, that is VM. You start the VM and check if it's working or not. Okay, chalo, sir. Let's get started. Linux VMs, we have demos to complete. Once we're done.
KD, 1 minute, KD.
Yeah.
I have. When oh, Balaji, thank you. I want to share the screen.
Go ahead, please.
Yeah. See, when I downloaded this one, but it is installed SQL CMD.
Which one, sir? No, click on download now again. You okay? 1 second. Just install. Start it now. Click, scroll down. Yeah. I think this Internet Explorer. This one, sir. You are no, not that one. The right one. The right one. The right scroll bar. One more is there. Remove F11. Please press F11. Now run it once, please. Click on run. Run. Go to download media. Last option, sir.
Okay.
Go for create a folder if you would want to in the in the C drive. Yeah. New folder. Let's call it media or whatever you like. Yeah. Okay. That's fine. That's it. Okay.
Yeah, I got it.
That's it. Proceed.
ISO file only, right?
ISO file. We need ISO file.
Yeah.
Okay. Done.
I think I selected the basic one.
Got it. So you will go for the last one so that we can download the entire media and install what we want. So everyone, this is my installation, sir, already completed and done. That's it. And then so SQL Server on a Windows VM, on an Azure Windows VM. And then one last thing, I also have this to finish, the Management Studio. And after that, sir, you know the rest of the story. That's all. So get this finished because we have to finish Linux also now quickly. If you want to take a 5-minute break, sir, just 5-minute break, and I'm counting time now. And let's come back and finish Linux, because Linux, sir, we have to do on Ubuntu. If you want to do on Red Hat Linux also, whichever, sir. But let's start with Ubuntu. And so not only that, okay. After creating the Linux VM, we have to. So don't delete this VM. Okay, keep this one like this, which you are installing SQL Server on, and install Management Studio. Also, I'll tell you why. Please install Management Studio. I'll tell you why. Okay, before you go on a break, sir, first let's finish the Linux machine creation. So look at this. Windows VM, you already are aware, right, sir? Same process, obviously. Go to virtual machines, create a new virtual machine. Yeah, it's loading. Resource group, you can select now because already we created one resource group. So I already have it, last wala. Windows VM also I'm keeping in the same resource group. Linux VM also I'm keeping in the same resource group. So it's your choice, because after the class demo, I will delete that resource group completely. So one shot I can delete everything rather than Windows VM deletion once, Linux VM deletion once. Let me delete the entire RG. So that's what we discussed last week, right? That if you have an RG, deletion becomes easy, updation becomes easy, settings becomes easy, everything becomes easy. Right, so that's why I'm keeping both of them under one same RGs. And this time I'll call it as KD-Linux VM1. Right, and then sir, East Asia, and then sir, no zone safety. Who cares? Right, not right. Yeah, this is the one I was talking about. So Ubuntu operating system. So Ubuntu 18.05.04 and Ubuntu 20.04 is the latest one. Obviously, I'll go with Ubuntu. And then KD, what about others? We have SUSE Linux, SUSE Linux we have, Red Hat Linux we have, Oracle Linux we have, Debian we have, CentOS we have. Oh God, lot of Linux operating systems we have. And it's about 1 minute. Go to Google and search for SQL Server on Linux installation. If you Google for it, so you get the first documentation, first and foremost link. First and foremost links. And it is supported, please watch, sir. It is supported on, I mean, you know it already, right? It's supported on Windows, obviously. And from a Linux perspective, sir, it is supported on Red Hat Linux, which we have, SUSE Linux, which we have, Ubuntu Linux, which we have, 20.04 is the latest, and Docker, which I will show you later, containers. So yeah, which one, sir? You can go with anything, your choice, but we'll prefer to go with Ubuntu because Ubuntu is so these are all an enterprise Linux. That means you have to pay money for the operating system because it is enterprise. Ubuntu is a free operating system. So you can, that's why I'm saying that let's go for Ubuntu. Okay. Click on installation guide for Ubuntu. Okay. Before that, sir, go to Azure Virtual Machine, select Ubuntu 20.04. Rest all is known to you. Select standard DS1 V2, right? And then, so your choice, sir. Public key will create you need to have a key, which is a wide length key, sir. Rather than that, password is better. So it's easy for us. So here also I'm giving same username, KDSSG. Balaji said, remembering a 12 length password is tough few minutes back. So why not? Let's do this one, sir, uniformly, so we don't forget it. Admin 143 $. Okay, so in KDSSG, this is our standard password. Any demo, anything we build, admin, ADMIN, obviously 143. I love being an admin. $, means God bless you with lots of dollars. That's all. So that's all. So that is the password that we always follow. So $5, easy to remember passwords. And I don't think you can go wrong. Done. Provided the passwords are to length password provided. And then, yeah, by the way, sir, this is Linux machine. It is not Windows machine. So you will not find 3389 port here. Linux machines work on SSH port, 22 port. Windows machines work on RDP port, 3389 port. So this is SSH, 22. Okay, and come up, sir, up and down. Go to disks. Again, same story, you know it. So 1 minute. You can go for HDD if you want. Windows machines will create how much drives? 127 GB drive. Linux machines will create 30 GB drive. That's all. And Oracle SQL Server installation, that much is sufficient. 30 GB drive it creates. I can show you later. And then go to networking tab. I told you already in networking tab, don't touch anything else. NSG you turn off, make it none. I will not turn off NSG. Got it? So that's also. And then licensing option, if you want to save, you do. Accelerate networking, if you don't want, you remove. Okay, so now go to management. In management tab, as always, I'll disable the monitoring. You don't have automatic updates option because this is not Windows, this is Linux. So then go to advanced tab, sir. If you want any extensions install, tags, if you want to create, review and create, sir, creating the VM. That's all. Windows VM, Linux VM, one and the same, sir. Nothing fancy here. And the cost is lesser than obviously Windows VM. Okay, VM is getting created. And sir, Windows VM takes maybe around 3 minutes or 4 minutes to create. Linux VMs hardly take less than a minute. Just like that, they are ready. Oh, sorry, not less like that, but in a minute they are ready. So please, I hope you're creating a Linux VM as well. I'll wait for you.
KD, in disks, right? We have to select this option, delete with VM.
Which one's HDD?
Yeah, in HDD. There is an option called as delete with VM.
So select it. When you are deleting the VMs, automatically disk also will be deleted. Earlier, this option was not there. Very recently, they have added it.
Okay. KD, there is one option called encryption type.
Disk encryption. Disk encryption. So by default, the disks will be encrypted. So you can leave the default options.
Okay. Encryption at the address with the platform managed key.
Yes, there are multiple customer managed, Azure managed keys are available for encryption purpose. You leave the default option.
Okay.
So see, I told you, right, sir, less than 1 minute, the VM is ready. Done. Hardly a minute it took. Okay, go to resource. So now, you know it, right, sir? Linux VMs, you can't connect with, obviously with RDP, remote desktop, not possible. Copy the public IP, this IP you have, copy the public IP. You need a tool called PuTTY. PuTTY, PuTTY, however you call it, sir. But PuTTY is the correct way of calling it. PuTTY download. PuTTY download. And sir, when you go for PuTTY download, the first link itself, putty.org, go to that website. And in the putty.org, download PuTTY, the first option, click here. And so you download just scroll down a little, you have putty.exe. 1 minute, so I can show you. This one, putty.exe here. And in that's 64-bit and 32-bit, this one, the first option, I'll click that. It will download PuTTY to my system. I already have it, sir. It's just downloading again. So now I have it ready. Click on PuTTY, it opens up. And now copy and paste the public IP address that we gave, public IPs that we copied from Azure machine. And click on open. It will say, are you sure? I'm creating an encrypted connection, accept. And it will give you username, sir, which is nothing. Sorry, it will ask you for the username. KDSSG is the username and password is ADMIN143123455. That's all. I'm logged into the Linux VM. I'm sorry, the font looks a little weird, small in size. What you can do is right click on the PuTTY. Go for where are settings? My mind is blank. Change settings. And so in that you will see font. Where is font? Appearance. In appearance, you will have font. Change the font from 10 to maybe 18 or 16 or 18 is better. and click apply. Can you see now bigger and better? That's it. This is your Linux screen. CLS will not work because CLS is a Windows command. Clear is a Linux command. Now I've got the screens. Now time to install SQL Server, but is the VM ready? The machine is ready? Yes.
KD, you connected VD.
Sorry?
You connected VD, right? Linux VD. VM.
Yes.
It is very black. Appearance is not good.
Yeah. So it is command based, right? So completely yes.
That's why.
It could be irritating.
At least for us.
Not our world, right? It's a completely new world. So yes, obviously, sir.
KD, can you show the putty download again once?
Sir, nothing, sir. Just go to Google and search for putty download. You'll come to the just go to Google and search for putty download. You'll come to the putty link, so putty.org. And in that, sir, download putty. You can download here. And in that, sir, second tab, these are, by the way, these all are installers, meaning you have to install putty software in your system. And we don't want to. It's just a tool. So if you can scroll down a little, so you'll see putty.exe program, the first one. I just clicked it. It downloads putty. And after you download, just click it, sir, and it opens up putty. And right click, change settings is the option I told you. Change the font, change settings. And in that, go to appearance. In appearance, you have font change. Change it from 10 to something bigger that can give you a proper view. I didn't see any of you drinking water. Except Puru. Good. Thank you, sir.
Thanks for reminding.
Kishore got the bottle now.
KD Vijay here, KD.
Yeah, Bhaiya.
Yeah, I created one VM. It's showing low memory. Is it any problem when I choose
because it is 3.5 GB RAM, right, Vijay? So I think this is why Windows VM you're talking about, right?
Yeah, Windows VM.
And I'm sure you should have picked Windows to 2019.
2016.
16 only. Okay. But normally it is okay. Does it show as a pop-up that it's low in memory and all that?
Yeah,
okay.
It's getting pop-up continuously. Even that server manager also I couldn't able to open properly.
2016 itself, huh? Gen 1 or Gen 2? Which
Gen
one
2. Gen 2.
Then it should not be, because for us it is working absolutely fine. This is in East Asia only, right?
Yeah, East Asia only.
Surprising. Okay.
Let me try to restart one time.
Yeah, please try it once. Yeah. Or maybe in that case, we can do one thing, Vijay. If it is still showing the same, maybe we can change the size of that VM. Stop the VM. Let's change the size to maybe DS1 V2, DS2 V3. Okay. 2 CPUs and 7 GB or 8 GB RAM. So that will be faster. By chance, if it again throws that issue, let's see.
Where I can do from.
I'll show you, Vijay, if you can share the screen once. Yeah. So a quick question to all of you, sir. Are you using your office laptop itself for the class, or are you, because there are a couple of challenges that will come by. If you are using office laptop for the class, maybe because of your firewall restrictions. Hey, by the way, sir, let's use office laptop. No need to go for second laptop or something now. But just saying, there could be some restrictions from a firewall standpoint. Some demos that we are doing might not work the right way. Just letting you know. No, personal PC, no issues anyways. Yeah, we can see it now.
So I share in my screen.
Yeah, we're seeing it. Yes. So first of all, you restarted, right? Yeah, click on restart on the top.
Yeah, already I did.
Already done. Huh? Okay. Still
Yeah.
the same.
Within a second it came, but I can.
Let's go to server manager.
And now it's
Little better
working,
now. Little better.
Yeah, now it's working.
Okay. Okay, fine.
Maybe after restart it's working fine.
Yes, absolutely.
Like,
Now, in that case, right? For example, this issue sprouts again. Can you please go back to that portal once?
Okay.
No, it's I think it's just yeah. Let's go to outside the VM.
I type alt tab is not working.
No, can you minimize it? I think alt tab in the server full screen it will not work. Yeah. Okay, perfect. Now let's only one thing we need to do now in this case, right? Please go to size. First, you need to stop the VM.
Okay.
Stop the VM. Yes. Now let's go to size on the left side. After the VM stops, click on size once. Bottom left side.
Here?
Networking, yeah, bottom. Scroll down a little. Then you have size option. Size, yeah. So here, once the VM stops, you can go to the size and you can always upgrade the size to next one. For example, you're on DS1 V2, 1 CPU, 3.5 GB RAM.
Yeah.
We can change it to DS2 V3, 2 CPU, 8 GB RAM. That will give us some better speed by chance. Next time, if it happens. But this can be done only once this VM is stopped. So right now, VM is still stopping. So once it stops, we can.
Can you please show us putty connectivity again?
Sure. One.
Let me stop sharing.
I stopped it, Vijay. So again, putty connectivity you said or putty downloading?
Downloading I did actually. Can you please show that?
That's it, sir. Then now once it is ready, right? And let me minimize this. Once you, yeah, here it is. Once I open the putty, go to portal, copy the public IP of our Linux VM, public IP. Come back to putty again and paste that public IP there. And so then the port number obviously is 22. Click on open. So it should directly open up your ask for username and password. If you don't like this font, yeah.
I can go, till there actually, but when it is asking for username, right? Login.
Correct.
Then password, it is not typing there.
Linux world, right? Stars will not come up, sir.
And can please type it?
No, it will not show the stars. Admin 143 123 45. It will not show anything. That's all. It will connect though.
Biggest confusion every time.
Yeah, not our world, right? So as I said, it's a new world. Welcome to Chronicles of Narnia. Everything will be wonder here. So you know, let me be blunt here, okay? Not only for us. I'm
really shocked.
I'll tell a small joke. If you talk right now, this debate comes up like this, Hari. Apple users and Android users. Now, whatever we say, they call it safety, right? I'm so sorry. If I don't know, you're an Android user or an Apple user.
No, I'm an Apple.
Talking to the wrong person. But sir, anything that I say, restriction, and you guys will tell safety. And now same way here in Linux person, if you talk to a Linux person, they will say, see, you put 7 passwords, you type, I know by looking at it, it's 7 passwords. Here, you will not even know how much password length it is. So no comments. And so everyone, if you want to change please go to right click on this one, go to change settings, go to appearance and please click on change and change the font to something better. So you can see it. That's all. Appearance. All good. How many of you are done with the Linux VM creation and I'm connected? Raise your hand, sir. I'm there on the Linux VM. Because I need your confirmation, sir, because without confirmations, it's tough.
Sorry, Kid, I'm not doing parallelly. I'm just listening. After this, I will practice everything.
No, it's okay. No. See, I would recommend doing parallelly because I'll give a pause anyways. When I'm explaining, I don't talk, but I'll give a pause.
When I'm doing a screen changing, other people are sharing something. So I focused on that one. After that, I will practice everything.
Sure. But I would recommend, if you are very confident enough that after class, you have the time and you will be there, that's fine, sir. No comments. Yeah. Okay. No, let's finish it here and then I'll take a break and I'll have fun. That's also fine. So your choice. But
right, next class I will practice everything and I will sit.
No, if it is happening, I'm pretty okay with it, sir. But the purpose of doing it is that finish in the lab and 9 o'clock, go back to life. That's all. That was the whole agenda. Okay. So now all of you, if you're ready, all set to go, because we need to install SQL Server on this one now. If you all are ready, I have my Linux VM already built and all set. CLEAR, clear will clear the screen. CLS is the Windows word. CLEAR, clear is a Linux command. So now, last, ready for installations? I already opened up that website, which I told you that you need to use for installation purpose. If you don't have it handy, I will put it in the chat now. You can use it. I'm also keeping in the WhatsApp chat. If you want to pick it up from there also, it's fine. Okay, I kept in WhatsApp, I kept in the Zoom also. Okay, done, sir. So what are we doing now? So nothing Linux installation. So 3-step process, sir. You know what? It could have been even more easier. It is already easy, sir. It doesn't look like a Linux installation. Ask an Oracle DBA, they will tell you the pain of installing in the Oracle space, sir. In that perspective, sir, I would say SQL Server on Linux is much appreciating Microsoft because they made it easy for people like us who don't like the Linux space. Okay. And one joke I have to tell you is, sir, not only us, even the Microsoft employees are not comfortable with SQL Server on Linux. That's why it's taking its own slow pace. It's not so successful product at the moment. It's taking time. So, 2017, they have launched. 4 years finished already, rather 5 years now.
So installing Linux on virtual machine and physical machine is a different.
OS you're talking about or SQL Server you're talking about?
SQL Server only.
No, one and the same. See, installing SQL Server on a Linux VM or installing SQL Server on a physical Linux box, you are saying, right? One and the same, nothing, no difference. Like installing SQL Server on a Windows VM or Windows Server, one and the same, right? So it's absolutely same. Okay, so look at this. Easiest processor, you Ubuntu 16.04, 18.04, 20.04. We are doing in 20.04, so please keep that in mind. And then let's go faster. By the way, so look at this. 20.4 is supported starting from SQL Server 2019, CU10. Okay, come down. So prerequisites. First and foremost things, prerequisites. You need to double check whether the GPG keys are imported or not. Now you may be thinking, what the hell is GPG key? Let me run the commands. You only see what is GPG key. I'll press. So I did nothing. See, look at the comfort that they have created. Copy this command, just copy, come to Linux and just paste it and press enter. Okay. It verified whether the GPG keys are available or not. It is available. Okay. It is available. 1 minute. Now, what is a GPG key is your question, right, sir? See, now you need to download the SQL Server software. This is not Windows, right? You can just go download the software, keep it in media folder, right click mouse and all is not there. So you can download this media from SQL Server repository. Repository is nothing but the location where Microsoft kept the entire software. Okay. So 20.04 you want, not the other ones, right, sir? So this is the repository. Click copy. So now it will do what? Just watch it. Yeah, it is downloading.
I installed 18.0.
No, because Ubuntu 18.04 did you install? Then go first. Yes. Then please copy this one because I am doing 20.04. Sure. So 20.04 is the latest one. So now, did you notice what it is doing? It is downloading the SQL Server software. To download the software, you need the GPG keys. Got it, sir? That is why the first command we ran GPG keys. The keys were installed in your system or checked in your system. And then when you went and downloaded the SQL Server software, it downloaded successfully because you have the GPG keys. So is that clear, sir? Download completed. KD, how much is the software? I think all put together, it is not more than 300, 400 MB, sir. Your typical Windows software is more in size, but this is less itself in size. If you want proof, you can check here. 22 MB, come up, sir. SQL Server software, all put together, it's not much. Somewhere it is there. Okay, done. So now come back. So repository, you went, you registered, you downloaded the GPG keys, you registered in the repository. Just come down, sir. Time to install SQL Server. So there are two commands. Of course, I can copy this and run, but I want to show you. So I'm running this first command called sudo apt-get space update. What is it, sir? To install SQL Server, normally some rules are there, right? In Windows, some patches must be installed, minimum patches and all that, something like that, sir. If I run this command, it will verify any latest packages are missing or not. It will install, sir. So it verified. I'm good. Next one, sir. Now try to install SQL. So this is the command for installing SQL Server. Check it. One. Clearing the screen so you can see it comfortably. So that is the command sudo apt-get install -y mssql-server. So this is the installation command actually. And if I press enter, so look at this 253 MB. Can you see here 253 MB? It is downloading. And Azure internet is faster, so it will download faster itself. That's all. Now it's unpacking. Download finished. It's unpacking the software. Oh, this is not our style of installation which you have ever seen. I understand, sir, but please adjust to this because this is how Linux works.
From direct repository to installing, we are not keeping in our machine.
Exactly. So you're not downloading any offline copy of it. So it's downloading. Of course, it is making a local copy, and then it will extract it and install. So you are not like what we did in Windows system, right? We downloaded the software, offline copy we kept, then we started the installation, not like that. This is totally an online copy available and you can download and install it. That's all. Now, so installation completed. It is as quick in seconds only. Now come down, sir. Then you have this conf command because did you tell default instance or named instance? We did not. Did you tell the service accounts and all that? We did not. Did you tell the instance name and all that? You did not. So first of all, the shocking news is in Linux VM, you can install only one instance. Only single instance. Multiple instances are not possible at all. Only one instance. Second thing, sir, service account concept will not even come into picture because that is Windows. In Windows, you have service accounts. In Linux, you have daemons. So there is no service account option. So you can't. So service account option gone. Wait, sir. Did you tell what edition you want? Developer edition. By the way, default instance means one instance only, right? And that one instance is also default, not named instance. So you can't give a name for an instance in Linux VMs. Only one instance, default.
MS SQL Server.
Default instance. That's it. MS SQL Server. Default instance. So last one is you need to tell developer edition, enterprise edition what you want. Those options are available. So what you need to do when you run this conf command, it will configure. So let me clear the screen again. And now run that conf command and press enter. What it will do, so it is asking you, hey, do you want developer edition or you want what edition? So I'll go for developer number 2, sir. Number 2, evaluation, developer, express, standard, enterprise, paid. So you can pick what you want. So I'm picking developer because it is free. Enter. It's asking, sir, do you accept the license agreement? EULA, yes. Type YES, enter. Accept the license agreement. It's asking for SA password. Oh, SA password, Windows. So it is not Windows operating system. So you will not have Windows authentication. It is Linux authentication. Sorry, it is SQL authentication only. No Windows authentication. Okay. So please type the password ADMIN 1431234. Of course, you will not see it. So ADMIN 1431234. So I gave the password. Now it is configuring SQL Server, sir. SQL Server is configured. Done. That's it. It's enabling force flush, which you see in normal Windows also, and then completed. Now SQL Server is now starting. The instance is ready. So sometimes in real environments, so by the way, we have one instance of SQL Server on Linux production. Yeah, we have. So we get 10 times
What
perform.
could be the reason like to put that?
We are doing, see, it's a Java based application, and moreover, it's all Unix control, Unix built everything. And when we install SQL Server on Linux and we're using it for production environment, we have got 10-fold performance, 10 times performance more. 10 times into 10x performance compared to a Windows machine. Same setup. So that is one of the reasons. And so in SQL Server on Linux architecture, when you look at from architecture perspective, Windows calls, Windows makes, when you do any activity inside SQL Server, Windows ideally can make up to 1200 calls. In 1200 calls, it will make OS level, connecting with operating system. Here it is like 80 plus calls. So very optimized, very faster. So it is very good. I mean, I'm live example of SQL Server on Linux on a production system. We have many customers like that for Microsoft, but that's it. Hey, so it's a live environment. You can pay money and use it. Developer also you can use it. People are using it. Microsoft customers are available now, right now or already from a long time. So the problem here is whenever Microsoft customers have an issue there, even for basic stuff, they're contacting Microsoft, basic stuff, because they're not so comfortable, could be. But anyways, now instance is installed, right? Let me clear the screen again. Now run this command, systemctl. I know we all are not Windows guys, so we're not Linux guys, but still, systemctl is a command, sir, which will tell you whether your SQL Server is running or not. Press enter, sir. See, what is it saying? Active. Normally, what you do to check instance is running or not, open configuration manager. Check whether service is running or not. Here it is not the case. So you have to run this command and find out, okay, it's active, it's running. KD, I want to stop the instance. Simple, sir. Systemctl, just type start. Stop. Or restart option is also there. Systemctl stop and press enter. What happened? Okay, it will ask you for the admin password. Okay, so it stopped the instance.
Admin password means SQL Server password.
Root password. Admin password, admin account password.
If
you don't want OS level, if you don't want that, right, then please add the command called sudo. Sudo means run as administrator in Windows. Whenever you open management studio, run as administrator in Windows. Same thing in Unix called sudo. Sudo means super user do. So if I do that also, right, if I run this command, it will not give you any pop-up. No pop-up.
It's a password you have given, right?
Sorry. SA password nahi, Windows password, OS password, because it is stopping a background process, right? SQL Server, it's killing. So I have to provide my Windows password. If you don't want to provide Windows, KD irritation every time. Okay, if you don't want to do that, so then type sudo before the command, sudo. Now look at this one, sir. I'll start now. Okay, I'll start now. This time it will not ask for password. See, I'll stop or start or whatever. I'll start now, sir. It will not ask for any password. It started automatically because I said super user do it as KDSSG. Now again, sir, just go and check status. This time it is active and running. So stopping and starting, you do SQL Server like this.
So easy.
It's easy, yeah, and it's quick. So look at this. So you all are looking at black and white screen, but please look at the performance. Look at the speed, sir. With what speed it is stopping the instance, with what speed it is starting the instance. That is what we really need to look at. And the architecture, mind-blowing architecture of SQL Server on Linux. Slava Oaks worked on this project, and I think you are aware, or if not, I can show you later. Hey, if you are really interested about this one, sir, what we'll do, obviously not now, but I can show the architecture sometime later, how that SQL Server on Linux architecture has been designed. But let's keep it maybe after 9 o'clock, 10-15 minutes. Is that okay? Not touching our, not disturbing our actual schedule. We'll do it little, 15 minutes, not more than that. Should be good enough.
Can't we install cluster always on here?
You can, always on AG can be installed, cluster can be installed.
Linux.
Yeah, Linux, yeah, absolutely. You can do log shipping. So there are options. All that you want to do, you can do. Agent, jobs, and everything.
Okay, can you please open the databases, KD?
Okay, so for that now, that's where we are coming. So now, so till this documentation you are seeing, right? Till here only installation is explained. So now if you want to connect to the instance and all that, sorry to say, here, everything you need to install separately. So by the way, Hari, if you want always on AG, always on AG module has to be installed. If you want the lock shipping, the lock shipping module has to be. If you want SSIS module has to be installed. If you want everything is a separate package and you need to download and install that package. So that is how.
So they made it as Oracle.
Exactly. Exactly. So in Oracle also, you have to put all packages one by one, right? Same thing here. And that's how it works for Linux operating systems. That's how it is actually should be. Okay.
Yeah,
yes.
For always, we need the Windows file cluster.
So actually, even if you don't have a Windows cluster, right? This is Linux world. You can use a Linux cluster. Pacemaker. There's a software called Pacemaker. So if you really want to build a Linux VM always on AG on a Linux world, you can. You need to put Pacemaker and build a Linux cluster. And on the Linux cluster, you can install SQL Server on Linux and everything and put always on AG between them, possible. But it's lengthy, very lengthy part, but we can do Kishore. But not the Windows, obviously, so here it's Linux world, so we can't use Windows cluster. We have to use Linux cluster.
So KD here, on successful SQL Server installation, we proceed. If it's get failed.
Troubleshooting, same things. Error log location is there, log location, LOG. We'll go in, but again, there you can graphically see here we have to go and open the summary file and same story. But challenge is you need to go to that path and open the file. A cat command and open it.
Okay.
And again, so file can be huge, right? When the moment you open it, big text will come up on the screen. So it's tough. So what we do is we concatenate pipe symbol and 10 lines, last 10 lines, and that way we can see. Here's a Linux
installation got failed. So
technically
SQL Server installation got failed.
Technically, it should not. I am surprised. First time I'm hearing a Linux installation failing. Very rare because it's all inbuilt package. So you just have to use it. Let's check 1 minute. So first of all of you, can I? So wait. There's one other point, sir. How to connect to SQL Server instance, right? So everyone, please watch, sir. Instance is installed now, but not Management Studio. I mean to say, not SQL CMD. There is no Management Studio in Windows. I'm so sorry. In Linux, sorry. There is no Management Studio in Linux. So I'll clear the screen again. Sir.
But does it allow it to connect from my local laptop?
It will. It will. So what we'll do now, that is why I was asking all of you to keep the VM safe, because we'll go to that VM, open Management Studio and connect from there, sir. 2 minutes. Okay. So all of you, I'm installing what, if you can see, sir. Did you see what we are doing is we are installing no, not required. I think I'm so sorry, sir. Curl is not required. Okay, the time waste. Done. So I ran this command, GPG keys. I am running, no, this is Ubuntu 16.04. This is Ubuntu 20.04. I will run this command also. I'm just copy pasting the commands and running nothing much. Did you notice what we are doing now? You're installing what? MS SQL tools. So instance separately, tools separately. Windows also same, right? So instance separately, Management Studio separately you will do. So now copy paste the command and it's running, sir. It's installing. Just a second. Say yes. There's only one colorful screen you will see, which is coming up, sir. Just wait and watch. Only one colorful screen you will see. This is the only colorful screen you will see, sir. Okay, so keyboard symbols, yes. Again, yes, that's all. It's acknowledging. It's installing some packages, nothing more. That's all, sir. With this, SQL Server on SQL CMD is installed. 2 minutes, sir. Almost done. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Now, sir. Don't be irritated. 2 minutes, almost done. Please. Okay, now clear. I'll clear the screen. So now next one is, so if you are doing so much of effort and finally, if you're not running this bash profile commands, no use. What is bash profile? Nothing, sir. You are telling operating system that, hey, my Management Studio tools are located in /opt/mssql-tools/bin. In this location, I have my Management Studio tools. I mean, SQL CMD tools. and then run the NAS command, sir. It will refresh the bash profile. Now you have clear. Now, so running those 3 commands are compulsory. 1, 2, 3. Else your tools will not open. So now clear. Now what's sir? SQL CMD you can run. SQL CMD -E is Windows authentication, but this is not Windows. So -S, you need to tell your instance name. No need to give instance name, default instance, right, sir? So you can mention so look at this, come down, look at the command here. SQL CMD -S, localhost. Localhost means my local laptop. -U means username. SA is the username. Got it, sir? And -P and password. Or you just type -U and press enter. It will ask you for a password. ADMIN 143 12345. SQL Server login name, sir. SA password. Enter. Now you are connected to SQL Server. That's it, sir. This is the screen. Now type select version and type a go. You can see version information. So clearly it says SQL Server 2019. It says developer edition and it clearly says Ubuntu 20.04. Now my point to all of you is, so this is one way, right? This is one way. So go to your Linux VM, copy the IP, come back to your Windows VM. You have Windows VM and Linux VM, both I created, right, sir? Go to Windows VM. 1 minute, sir. Just bear patience. This is the Windows VM and this is the Linux VM. Go to the Windows VM, log into it. You have Management Studio installed in it, right, sir? Just a second, it's loading. Use Management Studio, sir. I have in my laptop also. Why wait somewhere, sir? I have in my laptop also Management Studio. I can use that as well if I really want to. Or in the Azure VM, you have Management Studio. Use that also, sir. Your choice. Okay, here I am, Azure VM. I'm connecting. Or sir, in my local laptop, where sir, anywhere Management Studio is what you want. So if you don't like this style of running commands, so again, same, create database. Okay, select start from this dot databases, or not star, you can put name also, only one column, and then go. Set master, MDB, model, MSDB, all resource will not be showing up. You can create database KDSSG DB1, go. Database will get created. So run the last command, go. For everything you have to type a go. So database is ready and all that stuff. Okay, there you go. So what I'm saying is, if you have Management Studio, type the Linux machine public IP, Linux machine public IP, right, sir? And go to SQL Server authentication. SA is the username, and type the password. And sir, it will connect. This is also an option. Of course, you are connecting to a Linux machine, I understand, but you can do like this also.
We can able to connect SQL Server from our computer, right?
Our computer, because it's a public IP. You can connect to that
anywhere.
Instance. Yes, anywhere. Or go to the VM, sir. KD, I don't have Management Studio installed in my laptop. Some of you might say, it's okay. Then you have at least Management Studio installed here, right, sir? In the Azure VM. Azure VM. You can do from here also. Wherever, sir, it's your choice. It's loading. Is it boring? Sir, I see a lot of you off camera, but exempting for today, tomorrow. And thank you for all the people, sir, consistently being on the camera. For all the people.
Very difficult, sir.
Which one, Puru? Sorry.
It's very difficult to be on the camera that too in the early morning.
Correct, sir. So that's why, you know.
I don't know how many of us, like, hate like me waking up early morning.
How many of you are not morning butterflies is the question from Puru. I'm not a morning person.
This is midnight for us.
Midnight for you, Vijay as well. So Puru, Vijay, two of them.
At
Who
2
else?
a.m., 3 a.m.
Monish.
also I can active. Once I sleep, right?
used to. I used to before. But once kids and all right, they won't sleep and I cannot sleep.
So three of them. So Monisha is not a morning person. Vijay is not a morning person. Puru is not a morning person. So three of them. So others all are like morning butterflies. Oh, okay. Here we go. So that means I know whom to focus.
I think
more
you
on.
also. I think
No, I'm a 200%.
you always.
I'm the only morning.
You always. You always.
So anything I want to read properly, so this is what I do. Okay. Anything I want to, let's say a complex topic and want to understand it more. My study time is 5 a.m. So 5 a.m. is my best time. 5 to 7, my mind works very sharp. I don't know why. But some of you are like A.R. Rahman is always a night person. So Vijay, I think that's what you are, and even Puru is. So by the way, sorry, the machine is ready. I'm typing the public IP. SQL Server authentication. Oops, no. See, and fast. Okay, sir, it's connecting. It should come up. Wait, sir. If it is not connecting now, please don't panic. Okay, it's not like it's not connecting. It will connect, sir, but maybe because of firewall issue. Okay, I have to open up Windows firewall. 1 minute, sir. Did you see the shortcut which I used? wf.msc Windows firewall, and I will add inbound outbound rules. Click on inbound rules. Inbound. No. It's outbound, right? I'm going out. So outbound rules. No, it's my laptop. I'm so sorry. 1 minute, sir.
And
1 minute, sir. Outbound rules. Okay, I'm adding a new rule. Custom. Next. Now, I'll open up all the ports. Any port. I know it's not safe to do, but I'm opening up all the ports.
Your base laptop you are doing now.
I'm doing in my laptop, nice. I'm doing in the Azure VM. Okay, now let's try to connect.
New rule.
So 1 minute. So first of all, but again, one thing I want to confirm everybody that with Management Studio, you can connect to your SQL Server on Linux. I'm surprised why it's not working, but I can check it later. From my laptop, it failed, sir. But sir,
inbound, right? Not
inbound, outbound, because I am sitting in this machine and I'm connecting to the Linux VM, sir. So outbound, not inbound. I'm going out.
I think we have to enable inbound on the Linux machine.
Linux machine. Did I keep NS? Oh, okay, wait, correct. In my Linux machine, I have kept, that's why I'm requesting all of you to keep NSG as none. If you keep NSG none, so these all stupid rules will not apply. Thank you. You're right. I should go to networking. Thank you, Monisha. Go to networking, and sir, here I have to make inbound open, inbound. This is inbound rule. Add the inbound rule. So I know I'm going a little fast here, but it's okay. So, but my whole point is focus on this one. Leave what I'm doing now. I'm just showing you how to connect. That's all. From a Management Studio. Okay. Any. 2 minutes. Just 2 minutes. Hey, this topic will come later, sir. NSG not now. It will come later. That's why I'm not explaining anything here. Huh? Just a minute. Oh, I added Monisha. Let's see. Let's try now. So wantedly, I'm not explaining this topic. Please have patience. We'll talk that NSG topic a little later. But sir, yes, you can connect, but leave all that. Is your Linux machine ready? Did you install SQL Server on Linux? If you want me to wait for some time, we can, but the class is officially done. But just waiting for all that. Windows VM, we should be comfortable installing SQL Server on Linux. Sorry, installing SQL Server on a Windows VM, installing SQL Server on an Linux VM. That's also. I don't know why it's not working. I can check this out and fix it later, but we'll talk about this again. But that's all. This much, if we know, that's agenda for today. We planned the same. Tomorrow, what we'll do, sir, we'll build VMs are okay, right? Tomorrow we'll take backups and everything, SQL Server backups, how to keep it in the cloud, because these are some questions that will come up. So you all know the plan. We are finishing IaaS part first and quickly jump into the PaaS part. So first 1 to 2 weekends will be, so don't count last weekend. Last weekend was just a warm up. So count from this weekend, sir. Got it? So we will complete IaaS first and then we'll jump into PaaS part. And both are required for obviously for a DBA skill.
Yeah, KD, actually, I am facing some issue to create.
No, I'm there, sir. I'm there. I have stopped my screen sharing. Feel free to share your screen. We can quickly walk and fix this up. Anybody? So if you're done with it, I've done all this, KD, then please enjoy, sign out for the day, and be done with the class.
I am sharing my screen.
Yeah, this is Linux VM, right, Kishore? Yeah, okay. That's...
I want a Windows.
So go for East Asia. You're building Windows first, okay?
Yes.
Sorry to interrupt, KD. So
create a new resource group. Yeah, go ahead, Balaji.
When we choose Ubuntu version like 16 or 17, I mean 18 or 20, we have to choose same for SQL Server on that version at the
so
time
during
of
installation time also that respective commands we have to use, correct?
Okay, maybe that was
okay.
Good.
Let's call it, yeah, so call it VMs. Just call it a Windows VM, Win VM or something. Your choice, any name. Just call it Windows VM or, yeah, East Asia is better. I would recommend East Asia.
Can we make it 7 to 9:30 KD?
What was this, sorry?
7 to 9:30 class.
7 to 9:30. Oh, okay, we'll do a vote. We'll do a voting decision. Done? Tomorrow we'll do, sir.
Tomorrow. Okay.
East Asia. EAST. Next, bottom. Next one. East, yeah. No redundancy. Yes, please. Yeah.
Standard is fine.
That's it.
I will take
Windows 2016. No, yeah. Pick the. It's okay, sir. They ignore that. Keep it like that. Select DS1. Yeah. DS1 V2. Yeah. No username password.
Enter your edition like that it is showing, KD.
Which one?
I'm installing SQL. SQL in Linux. It is showing enter your edition 1 to 8.
So you need to go for 2, developer.
Okay.
Type 2 and press enter. No, keep it like that. Just leave it. No, leave it like that. No, you don't need to just ignore it. Just keep it like that. 3389. Don't make it none.
Okay.
That's it. And licensing, you tick it because it will save some budget. Yeah, click on I confirm. Yes, exactly. Now come to the top, please. No, not yet. Come to the top. Disks you can ignore, so because anyways it gives you one disk, but go to disks tab once and let's change it to HDD. Change it to HDD.
Is there any default port number for this one? Basics under
1433, same port. Default instance, default port 1433. Go to networking tab. Yeah, in networking tab, you select NSG as none. NSG, NIC. Remaining options you leave just like that. That you make it none. That's it. Yeah. Go come to the top again. Go to management tab. Yeah,
Okay, I asked in-
disable the monitoring, sir.
Sorry.
That is okay. That is a free plan. You can ignore it. Disable the monitoring part. You can disable. That's it. And come down. Automatic updates you can turn off. Automatic updates. Change it to bottom. Patch orchestration automatic. That you change it to manual. Yeah. Come to the top again. That's all. Rest all you can ignore. Directly go to review and create on the tops. Yeah, that is also fine. That both are one and the same. And click on create. That's all. The VM will get created. It should cost you somewhere around 7 rupees. Yeah, same thing. Normally it costs you 10 rupees plus. Because you selected licensing save, it will cost you 7 rupees, 7.7. This is how you create a window. Yeah.
Basic tab, there is a RDP 3389 is there. So
Correct.
That is the default port for everyone.
No, that is the default port for connecting to a Windows machine, sir. 3389 RDP to remote desktop to a server. 3389 is the default port.
And remaining SSH HTTP is
that is for Linux machines. SSH is for Linux machines. 22. HTTP is for web servers. 80.
Okay.
So depending on what is your requirement, if you're building a Windows VM, please select 3389. If you're building a Linux VM, please select 22, like that. If you're building a web server, please select 80. So depending on what server you are building, you'll select that respective port number.
And installing an SQL Server on Linux, as Balaji asked, if something goes wrong, how to go the setup bootstrap folders and how to
that's how the Linux VMs are. But again, there's a folder which you can not folder. Yeah, Linux comfort is required.
So we have to remember all the folder structure.
Yeah, kind of. Yes, if you're working on a Linux space, definitely yes. We need to know Linux commands. We need to know the folder structures. But see, in C drive, in Windows, right, you know the path, C:\program files, Microsoft SQL Server. In Linux world, it will be OPT/OPT. So once you start using it, so you'll feel comfortable. You just have to start using it.
Getting just as a quick question, like we enable the inbound ports, right, in the Linux VM for the SQL. Okay, can I share for a second, please?
Yeah,
someone is already done.
Go ahead. No, Puru, go ahead. Share your screen.
The share option suddenly it vanished for me. One second, it vanished the sharing button. Yeah. Let me know if you could able to see.
It's loading. Yeah, it's there.
Okay, so I'll be adding the inbound port here, right?
For which one, sir?
From the Linux box.
You're not able to connect from your management studio,
yes,
is it?
Yes.
Okay. Actually, not required. It works
But
normally.
it like I selected it none.
Then you don't need to do anything, sir. If you already selected NSG as none, you don't need to do anything.
Okay, but still it's not accepting it here.
Go to where from this mission, right? So you gave public IP, username and password, right? Okay, now no, 1433 also not required. So default it goes to 1433.
The default, yeah.
So click on connect, and
The
let's go to firewall once. Outbound rules. Click on right click, new rule.
Okay.
Go to the last option, custom, and just keep hitting next, and next. Except one screen where you have to stop. Hit next.
Any IP address. Okay.
They allow the connection. Hit next. They make it fast and give us some name at the last. Just call it out OUT. Click on finish. The outbound port is added. Go to inbound ports also once. Add an inbound rule also. Same ways like what we did. Custom. Next.
Both you have to enable inbound and outbound?
Let's do both. Wantedly we are doing. Okay, yeah, that's it. Click on finish. And now both done. Just close this window now. Let's go back to try to connect now. Sir. Retry. It should work actually. Your NSG is disabled there, right? NSG is disabled in both the machines, right? Did you? Unix and Linux.
I did that.
Yes.
I remember.
KD, my Linux VM is, SQL Server is connecting in VD.
Okay.
VM.
VM. Okay.
Yes. After changing all the settings, we customized that outbound settings, right? Network traffic.
So can you, Puru, can you restart the machine once, the Azure VM, Windows?
Windows. Windows has already been done.
TCP is it's enabled by default.
I wanted to do this, right?
But one thing for sure, KD, whatever I install,
restarts on the top.
SQL on Linux, right?
I'm just thinking for both the systems, it has to be enabled, right? This does not have it, I believe.
No, NSG is disabled. Oh, for one system, I think you have enabled the NSG.
Yeah, I think in the Linux, it has been enabled.
Go to Linux machine once again. Sir.
Okay, a network contain the network.
No,
security
let's
group.
add inbound, outbound also. Go to Linux machine once.
Okay, so this is my line.
There it is. There for second one.
Okay, so
go to NSG.
Back to working. Here is this.
Here add outbound also. You add outbound, inbound, outbound both. Let's add.
All inbound.
Click on inbound. Let's put
here?
any star, any. Yeah, please make it star there also. Destination ports star. That's it. And then come down and just click OK. Add. Click on add. Same way. Click on go to outbound also. Any star. All ports you're opening, sir. Just to make sure it's working. Click on add again. Make it change. Just change the RAM buttons. Yeah. 1 or 2 or something. That's it. Now try again, sir, from
just
the server.
seeing like it won't show up here, right, for me?
It will show. It's loading still. Yeah, see, that's the problem. Okay, so now look at this one. So you can connect to a Windows VM or Linux VM also from Management Studio. Mine is also same issue. I think they just have to open the port. That's all. So agent will not be there. No. We did not install agent components. We did not install agent. So agent will not be there. Only databases you can play if you want. Take a backup or anything.
Specifically, which one we have to enable, inbound or outbound?
Actually, outbound is sufficient. No, inbound is not required because. But again, but challenge here is when you are sending, it sends an acknowledgement also. So that's why inbound, outbound both is better. That's why I said let's do both. So everyone else who have not done it, NSG we will discuss later. But what was the tool that you're using, sir?
Mobi Extreme, sir.
Mobi Extreme. So everyone, this is one more Mobi. If you don't want to use Putty, Mobi Extreme is one more. Which can you just show the team once, Puru? Puru has Unix background already. Yeah, guys, Puru is showing up Mobi Extreme. So which is another tool, sir, with which you can say better than Putty. Much better than Putty. Putty ka baap. So very good tools. If you which one?
WinSCP. Yeah, this had an inbuilt of that as well.
So WinSCP means WinSCP, meaning what? It will help you to do a copy of files to the Linux VMs, but WinSCP more than
Windows
WinSCP
to Linux, it helps you to copy
files.
Yeah.
But this tool has everything in it.
Today I'm moving.
Yeah. Bye, Hari. Bye, everyone. So whoever are done with the lab, please sign out. Whoever have any assistance needed, I'm still here, sir. Finish it. So my sincere request is, RK, if you're doing it later, pretty okay. But once you're done, so just send a screenshot in the WhatsApp group. That will be really
but
I have done everything today, but I will try again.
Okay, done. Yes.
I will do again once again.
Okay, then, fine.
Today at.
Can I get the record?
It'll be there. It'll be there, RK. It'll be there. So it'll take a little time, but it'll be there. Yeah. Yes, sir. Others, you're saying something?
I'm just wanted to say, the data for file structures and all these things. Where can I find that?
It's a same command, sys.sysalf files, sys.sysalf files, database _ files, I think. The above command that you ran, sir. Database _ files.
KD, Vijay here, KD. I'm
Yes,
Naga.
Vijay. Yeah, sure, Vijay. Yes, sir.
Thank
I think you're done with it. VM creation, Linux VM.
Yeah.
Probably did you finish that as well, sir?
Yeah, I created that VM both. So I'm going for installation of the SQL.
Sorry. Okay, fine, sure. Yeah, okay, Vijay. Done. Let's say anybody done, time is up. You can sign off the class, sir. But again, just my small request is finish. Yeah, there you go. Those are your files, sir. The files are located in var opt MS SQL. That will be
maybe that Linux on, I mean, SQL on Linux has not been created. I got stuck with some steps. So it would be easy if we get the recording so that we can just go back.
Along with that, we also have the, what do you call, the content as well, with the screenshots and everything. I'll put that too. Yes, sure, Spooty. Done. But only request is
just call you after this
Sure.
session.
And only request to all of you is lab, maximum labs, because the whole program will be successful only once we do more labs, sir. And my genuine suggestion would be in the class lab, so that whatever we have, we can fix it up quickly. And so that will be my genuine recommendation. Post that, sir, you do n number of times. It's always okay. But in the class, doing once would be really helpful, all of us together, because for every screen, I'll stop definitely. You will not lose your focus.
Yeah, for me, why I don't in lab means if I do, I will focus on my things only. If
No, 1 minute, sir.
Other scenarios are
Correction. When I do a lab, I will show once and I'll wait. So you'll not lose any focus. I'll wait, because when you are finishing lab, I'll wait for you. I don't rush and complete at all. That way, we can collectively finish once, you get the feel of it. And then after that, again, you can do n number of times. That's your choice. So, or if you feel like, no, I'm not comfortable, I'll do it later. That's your choice, obviously. So what I'm saying is better, because 80, 85%, 90% of the people I know, Ram, after class, it's tough to find time. Maximum of them. That is why I'm enforcing, if possible, let's finish lab in the class. Would be really beneficial. If you can do it later,
actually, to grab. So that's what.
No. So 1 minute.
All the scenarios after that.
It's not, again, a correction. It's not about being slow. It's about, let's say I'm creating a VM, right, sir? Same screens you will be seeing, I'll be doing, right? Come on. It's not about slow at all. No. It's not about being a slow.
Grab everything, right? So then I will be on good what I learned it.
So again, your comfort zone, okay? I'm not forcing anyone that you have to finish lab in the class at all. I'm saying if you can finish lab in the class would be good, because after that, finding time is tough for many of them. Personally, me too, normally. So that's fine, sir. It's your strategy. So if you want to do it later, pretty okay. With me, that's also fine. It's your choice. Okay, then. So with that being said, anybody else is finishing it now, or you need any assistance? Puru, play around with it. I know you already started playing with that. So please continue, sir. And there are some things which we can discuss in architecture point of view later from SQL Server on Linux side, because that is what, sir, you better know it, because they're not asking any interviews that. But again, so if you are prepared and talk about that Linux architecture, and if somebody is asking also, you'll be in a confident tone to speak. We'll do that later.
Yeah, if you have some documents, let us know, sir.
I'll share, sir. I'll share. Yes, we have. Yes, we have. Absolutely.
Because like, getting an architecture for SQL is too difficult. For Windows itself, like, from 14 years, I've never found it. The architecture diagram.
Agree. Totally. Microsoft doesn't do it like Oracle. So done, sir. Then I think everyone, again, one last time, sir. Tomorrow we have class 6:30 only. Let it be my suggestion, because 9 o'clock early.
Yes, 6:30 is the
better. Time. But again, let's take a voting, because Hari gave a proposal. So let's do a voting tomorrow. Let's see. Let's hear from everyone. Okay, sir. Sign off for today then. All good. But please, if you have not created an Azure account, sir, please get it created today at any cost. Requesting all of you to get it there, and then tomorrow we can be a good, comfortable discussion.
JD, one dumb question.
No, so your questions are smart. Yeah, go ahead.
No. So it's like, it all depends upon like when I create the VM and how the resource has been saved, the charges are be right. It's not like up and running. Only charges when it's up and running. Correct.
The moment it is deployed and it's up and running, from that moment, the charge starts. You're right.
No, it's like, it's not like depend on like how many hours it's up and running, right?
It depends on the billing rate. You mean end of the month if billing is being generated?
No. See, I have my VMs up now, right? Okay. So they charge us 7 rupees per hour. Okay. Whether it's up or down. If I shut down the system also, they start charging me.
No,
right?
no. If you shut down the system, so there's no 7.7 rupees of charge. If you shut down the system, there's no charge, but there is charge for hard drive. So hard drive cost would be something we have to check, sir. But if you are
in that some part, it would be for hard drive. Okay, got it, sir.
That total 7.7 includes everything, including hard drive. Correct.
Okay, then I think we are done for today, right? We'll shut down.
Yes, sir, please. And stop the VMs. I would say stop the VMs, everyone. Stop the VMs. Sir. Let's just don't let them running. It'll save some money. That's all. Okay. Then I think anybody have any other questions? Yes.
One last question, sir. Okay. So do you have any quick materials to read on synops and data factory?
ADF is not, to be frank, my comfort zone. I'll be very frank with it. So ADF is not my comfort zone, but let me see if I can find something. Synapse, I do have some content for sure. Will do. ADF, I have not. To be frank, not my piece of cake for the last 20 years. Sir. Definitely not. Okay. So SSIS, I'm saying, not ADF. So yeah, but ADF, I'll share, sir. Whatever I can find, I'll do.
Okay, from past 4 years, that has become
prime skill for you.
Prime skill for me.
we discussed, right? You told about it.
Yeah. So I want to give an interview tomorrow. I mean on Tuesday actually. Okay. Within the organization only. So it's like they wanted like on.
Let me see what's available.
Data,
I'll check
on data factory and synops, and then this data bricks. Okay. It's all kind of like in a capability engineering.
DP200 series exams, right? DP203, 204.
Is okay. That should be good enough for me to start it with. Then it's a DP200, right?
DP200 series.
I clearly told the manager that I don't have it, but I wanted to learn it. Okay, so he said like okay, and after hearing to me, he has scheduled an interview with a 6-member panel. So I don't know how it's going to be.
All the best.
Thank you.
Okay, sir. Others, any other questions? Puru will talk about this offline. We'll have a chat. Yeah,
sure.
So you're going to share through Gmail account?
Okay, no. Everything will be through Evernote. I'll stabilize the Evernote from tomorrow, so because I need to
video recorded video.
Everything will be through. It's also will be in Evernote. Everything will be in Evernote. I'll share a link of Evernote with you all after some time today.
Okay.
So for that one, you didn't create any group, right? So that's all.
No group required. Evernote will be an open link. And initially, it will be an open link. Okay, you'll understand when I share the link. I'll share it.
Okay.
Yes, Balaji.
Yeah, KD, when we try to stop the VM, if it is not going to stop, so any reasons behind it, or
it must
how
stop,
we will force?
It will stop. It will definitely stop. So
like 5 times.
Can you show from where? Can you share your screen once?
Okay, now it's getting stopped. Okay, yeah, I think it's stopped. Like
sometimes it takes.
I tried 4 times, maybe. Yeah.
It takes delays.
Got it.
Okay, sir. Chalo then. So now let's talk at tomorrow 6:30 itself. Then let's decide what time would that be a final time. Done, sir?
Deepak, last question. Sorry.
Yeah, please.
In Linux, I'm completely new actually. So
see, one thing, sir. This is not a SQL Server Linux course, so don't worry about it. Basic VM building are we doing? Are we installing SQL Server on Linux? Sufficient, sir. That's all. Okay. Some might be
because
comfortable with Linux.
That, you mentioned that in resume you can mention that install.
In resume
but
also
if something goes
that,
wrong, we have to be troubleshoot also, right? So that's
no. In resume, please mention that. See, what we know is what we know, and we are not very comfortable in the Linux space. It will take a lot of time, sir, because as Puru said, Puru is doing some commands comfortably because he has an experience on that past. And if you ask me, I have 10 years of Oracle DB experience. So I have worked on Linux a lot. So it all depends on person's comfort zone, right? It will take time, sir. So whatever you're mentioning in your resume, just mention as a fundamental, right? Bracket, you mention basics. Sufficient. It's okay. I know I have installed SQL Server on Linux. I have done a VM creation in the installed SQL Server on Linux connected to it. That way you can mention, sir. Keep it simple, no? It's okay. In future, when we build the skill more, you can obviously use it for your benefit.
Okay.
Done, sir. Okay. So I hope to see from everyone, sir. I didn't see some of you talking at all. and you're off camera as well, but I will enforce these rules from coming tomorrow itself, and we'll talk more, because camera is little important. So today I thought of giving a break, but nobody took a break, which is good, which is also not good. We'll talk tomorrow. So then, chalo, signing off. Have a fantastic day.
I will wait for the link to continue.
Sure, I'll
practice.
share. No, first of all, conversion will take time. Again, uploading will take time. So it's going to take a little time today. Huh?
Sure.
End of day should be there. Okay.
Last one question. Sorry, I have to interrupt, KD. It's a generic one. I'm using a new laptop, Windows 11. Sometimes Windows settings it's not coming up. Did someone face this? Settings app, it's not working properly and it's crashed, something like that. And I do a complete reset and working that system again back. So
is it?
Is anyone?
Not to next night. I did not face any.
Balaji, actually in my office laptop, I'm just using 11 actually. So here also I'm facing the same, even they are troubleshooting.
Anything on the Google? Anything on the Google that talks about it?
Yeah, there's a Microsoft article, but it didn't work. So there, maybe. So just it's a generic one. Yeah.
Hey, Thiago, you can help Balaji by raising a ticket with your IT team.
Sure. If they given, I'm already raised the case with IT team. Still waiting for the.
So Balaji, let's wait for the answer.
Thank you, Thiago.
Okay, I'm still on Windows. I'm a proud, happy Windows 10 user. So no issues with 11 yet.
Yeah, but new laptops are coming with 11.
11
so,
build. Yeah.
So that was
okay.
Thank you.
No problem. Done. Bye everyone. Meet you back tomorrow. Same time, same place. Signing off. Have a fantastic day. Bye.